side they stick together to uphold the magpie's name. See the barrackers are shouting as all barrackers should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood. They stick together to uphold the magpie's name. See the barrackers are shouting as all barrackers should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
You guys can't hear me yet, or you can. You've just got my mic wasn't plugged in. Thought it was plugged in. There we go. Plugged in. All right. Welcome everyone to. All right. Jesus Christ. All right. We're on. I think the stream. You guys can hear me. You should be able to. Got a big game. Port Adelaide v Collingwood. Run into a few hurdles before the start, but what's a cardman stream without running into 54,000 hurdles before the start of a stream? As long as we're on at least, we can, hopefully have a smoothish stream. Although, yeah, as of late, like, especially last night when I was trying to, like, edit graphics and stuff, because I was going to film a video today at the footy. Really, really frustrated that I couldn't do that, and the reason was because I left one of my mics at home. So I don't know if anyone was actually at the footy wondering what the hell was going on. Couldn't do anything. It really, it did frustrate me, but whatever. Not much you can do about it. Let's see who's in chat, and I'll see if I've missed out on any. Yeah, that's good. AFL guys, you can add it onto the top of the screen soon. I just want to see if we're missing out on any like super chats or whatever. I'm scrolling quite a bit. I don't think so. Oh no! It says we have actually missed out on one. $3.99. It just sorry, $2.99, but it just hasn't put up on screen, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. We'll get up the game as well. We'll chuck it on the phone for the first quarter, and then for the second quarter we'll do the old trusty iPad. Well, yeah, I've got right here, Zay. I was gonna save on to this before they do Never Tear Us Apart, because obviously for Port Adelaide home games they do Never Tear Us Apart. Streamed this exact same fixture early in the year. Anthony Stewart, cheers for 449. I streamed this exact fixture early in the year, and it was a Collingwood win by 70 points. However, oddly enough, it was my best performing stream playbacks wise. So I feel like this could maybe... I just think playbacks are kind of hard to come by these days. You can have like a bloody really good performing stream without any playbacks. I think they've changed sort of the way playbacks work. But I'm not too fussed about playbacks. Consistent... Well, we've got 140 in chat at the moment. If we get a consistent amount, I'll be very happy. As long as we don't run into any issues with... Because I just feel like the only thing that could hurt me is either the game being shit or my laptop just not able to sort of handle the heat of the stream. 160 guys in chat. Hit the like button, guys. Who do we have in? Josh Burgess. I do have my port scarf, Zay's port scarf that he happily donated to me. So when Never Tear Us Apart does occur, we'll be blasting it out loud. G'day Menza. Remember guys, after this stream we'll be doing a pretty big raid of Goat HQ's Tinder stream, and I'll actually be on it as well, because I'm actually slightly looking forward to seeing what's going on as well. Maybe get a few special guests on. Yeah, I'll change the chat mode. Oh yeah, okay, so sub only. That's good. Slow mode, will chuck slow mode to 6 seconds. I like the 6 second mark because no one really needs to send any messages longer than 6 seconds in a row. I think that's a bit silly. And I'll check the live sub count up as well. So if you guys haven't already, hit the sub button. Yeah, so I'm pissed off that video I said I was going to do. I can't really release it next week, can I? Because I didn't get to film it. But I'll film it for Collingwood. I'll be at that game. Just hit a donation. Who was that? Insert name has just donated $10. Don't even really know who you are because you haven't really gotten yourself a proper name of a shout out. But keep up the good work. Tips for tonight's game. It doesn't affect me what team wins, but I just feel like Port Adelaide can get it done in front of their home fans. Should be close, considering it's against Collingwood. If they are to win it, I don't see it being a big win. So I'm going Port Adelaide by 6. I do want them to win. I don't really have a favourite, though, in terms of the two clubs. To be honest with you, they both sort of sit in the same position. They're pretty similar teams. Like, Port Adelaide's the Adelaide version, I guess, of Collingwood, if that makes any sense. They wear the same colours. Their fans are just about the same. They're performing just as well as each other in the competition at the moment, so I'll just say that as the answer. Goat HQ's just sent the ladders as well. I wish I didn't have such a shit laptop that I can't rely on, because I have not been able to rely on this laptop for a very long time. Literally, the simple process of downloading an image could cause an issue, which it very much shouldn't, but it could. Collingwood by 61. Yeah, well, look, mate, you're just saying that for no reason. Like, you really are just saying that to be different, because there's actually nothing that would give you the reason. There's no reasoning behind that at all, I wouldn't say. So you've just said that for the sake of it. Saints are currently 9th, which sort of sucks. Ladder's fine. You did make a couple of mistakes, but never perfect with a Goat HQ, but that's alright. I'm honestly, considering I didn't... I'll pay you in a raid. How have we just dropped to 70 viewers considering at 170 at the start? Don't have any idea how that works. Add a new live ladder as well. Could be the game of the season, but I actually have a feeling it probably won't be, just because every time there's a massive game that gets hyped up, it never is that good. But I think this one, there isn't really any reason for it not to be a decent game. There will be one side that plays good footy. I very, very heavily doubt this will be one of those games where both sides just haven't got the skills and just sort of shitty and sloppy. That'll really shock me. Now, why do I feel like this live chat's a bit small? Oh, no, that's all right. I'm going to leave it there. Xavier with another $8. Well, not him with another $8, but he put in $8 and says in the chat, "I lost to the Blues bring way less hype to this game." I wouldn't say way less, maybe slightly less, but I don't think it really matters too much, the loss to the Blues, at all, to be honest. I don't think it has much of an influence whatsoever. Maybe a slight influence. Okay, they're doing it right now. So let's turn up the volume on my phone. Hate watching it on my phone, but oh well, better than nothing. And get the scarf out. And we got the live ladder, so we don't have to worry about that. Is that updating? Oh shit, piss off. That's finished. Oh well, I'll pretend that I'm still going. And they will never, never tear us apart. Alright, we're in. Genuinely, that was quick. Did not even have a look at the time. Thought it was like 7:37. I thought they were going to have that on for a few minutes, but I guess not. Alright, let's get into it. Hopefully, a good game. Kind of looking forward to this one. That's why I bloody streamed it. I was at the footy today. Don't normally stream a game after going to the footy. Could have not gone. There's literally no reason for me to go to the game, and I could have easily picked one of the two. I went to the Carlton v West Coast game. At least I got to see Kerno kick 10 goals, but yeah, kind of pissed off about the whole ordeal. And having to be stuck with Sammy, it was a bit annoying. Well, we do share similar jumpers at Goat HQ. Holy shit, Anthony Stewart! Oh, holy crap! $160! Oh my goodness! That is so handy. I've literally got like bugger all my bank account because YouTube hasn't processed my last few days of payments. That's freaking amazing. Thanks, Antonia Stewart, for the 160. And what a way to kickstart this one. Not even a score. And we've gotten a massive bomb. Massive. Megan Scott. Megan Holly Part 2. 2.0. Yeah, I do want Port to win. Anyone wondering, I do want them to win. Because Collingwood always win in these big games. Especially, this year at the Adelaide Oval, they've always found a way to get over the line. Against Adelaide, I definitely thought that they probably didn't deserve to win that game, but they did enough to win it. But I'm saying more just like in general, they're always winning those games. And I feel like this could be a similar one. It'll be most likely close. G'day, Chappie and Jake. Yeah, you got... Stay on the stream, Chappie, Jake, all the HQ Hype House. Have the game on the background, and then afterwards we're going to be rating. Jake and Goat HQ, Chappie, they all know what we're talking about. The big Tinder stream after this one. You could almost say that's the main event. Well, I wouldn't say it's the main event, but like some could say that it'd be the more entertaining stream. And I feel like in terms of entertainment-wise, it probably could be. So definitely check that out. We'll put the live scores for the other game on as well. Cheers for Stumbler for being the first super chatter. Well, that's your first super chat, so cheers for the 99 cents. Does go a long way. I know it's only 99 cents, and comparing that one to the other 161, it kind of seems like not much, but it's still anything. Anything does help, and it's just the thought that counts. Really, Pal Pepper goes the quick kick, and Port do kick the first behind. I just need to quickly... Oh yeah, we do need to get the scores up for the other game. So 6-0. I hope that game... Honestly, I hope that game's... I hope the game I'm streaming is a lot better than the game that is on at the same time. Or at the very least, both of them being decent games. But I'll be kind of pissed if I choose the wrong game to stream. Everyone will be watching this game though. No one's really going to be watching the other game if they are not Freo or Cine fans. Egg Footy in chat says, lost my voice, got my Twitter locked, keen for this game. Hope I can get home in time. Geez, there's a few things that I got to unpack from that message. Got your Twitter locked. I know Twitter's crap at the moment. Like they only let you scroll through a certain amount of posts before banning your account or like not banning it but suspending it for the day. I'm not sure if they've changed that. They have to have changed it surely because if they're still a bloody if that is still a thing that they've got put in place, it's pretty pathetic. You definitely picked the right game. Well, I know you say that now. Everyone was going to choose this one in terms of the two games you were neutral. Obviously, I mean, everyone was talking about Port Adelaide v Collingwood, not the other one. But this could be a shit one. You never know. Cheers, Chappie. Everyone's donating. Yeah, I know. We've got a heap of donations early on. $5 with the left hand as well, because Chappie's arm's broken, for anyone wondering. You only support the team because I have a bud from Australia. Oh, you're not from Australia, are you, Fried Camel?
Typing this with my left hand.
That's kind of surprising. Yeah, not often you see international viewers on the streams, the footy streams, the live reactions. You don't get too many. Can you please? Yeah, I can. I'll give you a better one at quarter time though if you want, Footy Star. I mean, I could do it now. Really, there's nothing stopping me, but I'll just do it at quarter time. You'll be in the chat till then. It doesn't matter what video I was going to do at the footy. Actually, Carlton v Collingwood, that's when I'm going to do the video instead. And I think it's a better game to do it anyways. There's just more people to like interview. Well, not really. It's not really interviewing. It's just more like, what kind of interview? Oh, Pepper! Oh, fucking hell. What a goal, Port. Shit, that's a great goal. Goodness gracious me. All right, well, I had to stop my words there because that was a sensational goal to start things off. And Jake Rippon goes bang with $31. And that deserves a bit of deodorant in the face. Because $31 can get me another can. Probably not another face, though. Now, let me just find the Melbourne v Brisbane ones. We'll get the goal graphic going up as well. Port kick the first. Good for my sake. Tip the power. Technically, I haven't got a tip wrong yet. Because on ESPN, I accidentally tipped the Bulldogs. You guys probably know already that I tipped Essendon in my actual tips. Then the other results, Richmond beat the Hawks. How the fuck did Richmond beat the Hawks? It was 36 points. Oh, Jake, another 15 says buy another can of deodorant. Well, this is a new can of deodorant, so I'm not really wanting to put this one to waste too much, but maybe we'll do some, some silly things with this can of. We'll see what happens on this stream. I think this is going to be a relatively big one. As Collingwood hit back. They've been a little bit off the back foot in this first few minutes, but they get there first with their first inside 50. So efficiency is big so far for the Pies. And it's 6-6. Now, bit of footy is at this game. I know that. So I wonder where he's sitting. Don't think he's sitting. He never sits cheer squad. He always sits like in really average spots. I think for the sake of his vlog, right, because it's a big game, it would be better off for him to be sitting in the cheer squad. G'day, Bella Jota. Yeah, so far, good hot start. Are you going to Northy Saints? Yes, obviously. We'll be actually going to 3 games in Marvel in 3 consecutive days. I want to show you guys also something that I have as well. Some of you guys might know about this. I just think this is kind of cool. I've always been a fan of this sort of stuff, but I've got old footy packs sent through by Team Coach, and I've got a few more coming my way in the mail, and I want to do a video where I open a pack from every year when I get them all. So what do we got? We've got 2008. We've got, oh yeah, that Freo Sydney. Sorry, I moved it. Yeah, there we go. So we've got 2008. We've got 2001. 2002. I'm not sure why it's not focusing, but whatever. 2010, 2007, 2011. Pretty cool. I'm very tempted to open them, but I'm not going to waste them because you can't get them like anywhere really. Another $10 from Chappie. Jake and I are dedicating these to the Hype House. No, I'll not buy a Porto feed. Not necessarily just because I don't like a Porto. I don't mind a Porto that much. Not my first choice, but you can't even. Oh. My check. Misses, I just realised the conditions aren't amazing, so it must have been recently wet, if not still a bit dewy on the ground, so the surface and the conditions might not be the best early on in this one. But no, I'm not going to get myself a Porto because it doesn't deliver to where I am. And also, I need to save money. I need to save a lot of money right now. How much money I don't know. A decent amount, though. Definitely taking that. So for this, but go north, says Dylan. You won a team coach comp, and I got a... Yeah, that's cool. I saw they were running competitions, team coach, where you can win personalised footy cards. Didn't bother entering, but... yeah. I did say it. Thought it was pretty cool. It's good that team coach is sort of getting a little bit more involved in the YouTube... Well, not even just YouTube, just the social media space or the content, the footy content creators. But yeah, for anyone wondering what video I was doing, it does involve footy cards. So... I feel like I whip one of these out every other week, but I've got a box of Team Coach here. I'm not going to open it now, but I am going to give footy cards away at Carlton v Collingwood. So, I mean, Chappie, Jake, you'll be there, so you guys can be a part of it. Yeah, viewers are pretty good. I think it's just because of the game. It's a pretty big one, to be honest with you. I couldn't really see it being any other reason, I guess. And so far, the game's been a quality one so far. I think Collingwood are starting to get a little bit back into the game, winning a little bit more of the ball. 7-6 are the scores at the moment. And yeah, first v second, always going to be a big game. Let me know in your chat who you guys had to get up in this game. Because I imagine there'd be more backing in the Pies. However, the odds are very, very even. In fact, you could barely split them. Connor Rozee runs inside the 30, steadies, and delivers. The power... Kick there second. Port on the ball, on the board early with a couple goals there. Saints fan, yeah, I'm pretty pissed off, honestly, with the selection there in dropping Stocker. I thought initially that he might have possibly been a bit injured, or at the very worst case scenario, maybe managed. The fact that he was dropped is very... shocking, considering he's done nothing to get himself dropped. I think he's been one of our better competitors all week. Always puts his heart on the line. So I'm not really sure what Ross was going with. I think they get rid of... There are other players I'll drop ahead of Stocker. Did Perez deserve to be dropped? Not really. I mean, if it was like just a regular game where we played it that much better than what we did against the Suns, then maybe you could see why there'd be another player that can, come in the side ahead of him. But considering none of our players played well, it was a really shit game. He was one of the better players, in my opinion. At least he showed a bit of heart in the contest. So I don't know why he was getting dropped as well. A few weird selection changes I thought ahead of the game, but it doesn't matter. It's bloody North, so we'll win it, but I don't have much confidence. I know I did tip North Melbourne, but I do think we'll win. But the confidence isn't there. Dacos has been pretty good early as well. Perez played better than Sinclair, I reckon, last week. Sinclair had one of his quieter games. Obviously, still Sinclair played better, but I guess expectation-wise, yeah, I guess you'd say Perez played better. Hit that like button, guys. I can't show the game. Obviously, now, I know I say it all the time, but obviously if I wanted to show the game, I would show the game. But if I show the game, I'd be in a fucking heap of trouble. It's a silly idea. No one shows that. You look at on... There's a reason why you wouldn't be able to find anyone else showing the game with these live reactions. You might find these two American guys that do it, but they will get taken down sooner rather than later. I told you, copyright, unfortunately. It's not... Yeah, not that I don't want to. Because if I put it up on screen, it would be a lot better. But then it's like, well, look, why would people pay for... how could Channel 7 be... Channel 7 want to be making as much money as possible from ads and all that. And if I'm just showing the game, then they're not really going to be getting all of the viewership. Whereas I'm not making much of an impact. I'm a small... I know people say I have a decently sized channel, but I'm a smallish channel in the grand scheme of things. So I'm assuming it is a packed out house, like 50. What is the capacity? Like 50. It should be 50k plus. A few people in my chats were saying, "Oh yeah, I've got your tickets to the game," but like, I'd like to go, but I'm not traveling up to Adelaide for the game. If this is like the game of the year, then maybe I'd be like, okay, if all things were considered, I probably would have liked to have gone. But so far, it's just a decent game. You can't really tell whether the game's going to be that good or not in the first quarter, but the heat and the contest is on. Chappie, your mum's watching it. Well, hello to Mrs. Phipps. I'm not sure what your mum's name is. But she's watching it from the living room TV or wherever she's watching it from. And hello. So I know the Gabba said it was sold out, but it wasn't. No, you need to come to expect it. All right, it's never going to be properly sold out. Like even Anzac Day, I think they drew a crowd of 95k. That was really difficult to get tickets to that one. Very lucky to get tickets to that one. Even that wasn't officially sold out. Because an official sellout would literally be like every single yeah, tickets right, but like in terms of an official sellout, there wouldn't be a single empty seat. There's always going to be empty seats, the members and all that, which is annoying. Even for big games like, you know, Anzac Day and all that. Saints will never get a sellout. Crowds elite too, but I reckon a side gets in a run and win by 3 or 4 goals. Yeah, I could see that happening as well. To be honest with you, I do see it being more Port Adelaide to be the sort of side to do that. I think if there was a team to be more likely to win a close one, definitely Collingwood, I reckon, even though I tipped Power to win in a close one. But I think for what you said there, Sportsnut, yeah, Port Adelaide, I think would be a better option. G'day, brother. What channel am I watching? I'm watching it on my phone, which isn't. It's on KO though. Fox Footy, Channel 7. Really not that difficult to find the broadcast channel for the game. Yeah, I'm pumped as well, to be honest with you, GoatHQ. I'll actually be on for as long as I can be. Because not editing tonight. If I was editing tonight, I'd be a little bit pissed, but I'm not editing at all. So Elliot couldn't quite find the accuracy. How many people watching this were at the Carlton v West Coast game? Saints will get a sellout round 1 after they win a premiership. Maybe. I know the crowds back when we were good in the 2000s, they were actually like quite decent. Like I'm pretty sure against Brisbane, like we got like 45k. Like that's kind of ludicrous considering we wouldn't get close to that now. I know Brisbane have an okay Melbourne fan base, but Victorian fan base, but no, crowds that the Saints get, especially against in-state sides nowadays, pretty shit. 1 like away from 100, guys, and hit the subscribe button as well. We are slowly progressing 30k. I've almost shifted my perspective on things. I don't really care as much now on the YouTube subscribers, as long as there's still growth in other areas. It's not just all about the subs. Because, for example, bloody McDonald, he hasn't really been gaining too many subs this year. As Rosie kicks his 2nd. And the Power have kicked their 3rd. They've kicked 2 in a row. And they're looking on top early in the contest here. Port by 10 points. So technically on ESPN tipping, if Sydney win, which they're up by 5 at the moment, if Port win, which are up by 10 at the moment, then I will be 6 for 6, even though I can't really claim the first game, but I'm going to claim it. Whoever loses this one wins the flag, just like 2000. Yeah, not quite like 2009 there. All the goals. That probably won't be replicated again. Like if there were these records of events in AFL that wouldn't happen again, that would be probably one. You know, when will we see another instance where 2 sides undefeated after round 14 are playing against each other? Probably never again, or maybe not in another 100 years. Because remember, for them to still be undefeated and then for them to play each other for the first time so late into the season as well. 11 points in the other game as well. Yeah, I don't think Freo are going to win. I didn't think they were going to win from the start. I don't think they're going to win now. What does Tinder mean? I'm not going to explain on the stream because you should know, but if you don't know, then you're too young to know. Port is going to choke and Pies will win, says Fried Camel. So right now, Port will be slight favourites. I know the odds change quite quickly, but they do look pretty good early, I do have to say. You streaming any other games this round? Well, no, I'm not, because if I was streaming any other games this round, I wouldn't be able to make it to the Saints v North game. Unless I could drive straight, but the thing is, I can't, and even if I could, I wouldn't do it anyways. Because I want to get to the North Saints game relatively early. I know it'd be a shit game, but I'm going to it anyways. I'm not going to miss a game just for a crappy reason like that. Yeah, I know. It's going to be... That's a good point, Sports. Maybe it'll be a draw. Both teams rarely lose a close one. Because this year, right, the only close one Collingwood has lost would have been the Melbourne game. And it didn't feel like a close one. I was there. It didn't feel like a close one. And then Port Adelaide, they haven't really been involved in any close losses. They've been all big losses. So, yeah, who's going to stand up if it does get close? Because I think it probably will be a close game, but we'll see. What did Egg Footy say? Need Pies to win to keep second. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I mean, I think all Brisbane fans would be cheering on the Power. Not the Power, the Pies, because if Gold HQ's ladder is correct, which I think it is, then you're only a point, like a winner behind the Lions. So the Lions are only a win behind the Power. Chunky, we need Crows to beat Port. I actually think that'll happen. But that's the thing. I think they'll win against Collingwood in this game, so it still bridges the gap. But if they lose here and they lose against Adelaide, well, yeah, Brisbane have a chance of finishing second. So it'll be interesting. Top four is a lock, though, regardless of the positioning of the sides. I just don't think Melbourne have a chance of finishing top two. But yeah, Port Adelaide, Brisbane, you know, could both finish top two. Collingwood will definitely finish first, though, I'd say. I did see him losing. So apart from this game, I think they could actually lose the Brisbane game as well at Marvel. Just because I don't really think Collingwood are that good at Marvel. I just think there could be a bit of an upset, a shock upset. Brisbane play, you know, quite all right against the Pies in general. And also at Marvel, they're actually a good side there. 7:40 to go on this first. 10-point margin. And we do forget that this camera does cut out every 30 minutes. But it's a very minor problem to have. Yeah, I am ready, Jimbo. I'll be giving it a big raid. So, for the people that are going to get on, I want it to be a big one. So, we want big viewers. So, hopefully it's a close game. Because the best chance for getting a big raid with big viewers is for it to be a close finish. Probably the only chance we'll get big viewers for a finish. Because I see 300 viewer peak if it's a close finish. To be honest with you. Dacos, good kick, mate. And then we can raid that GOAT HQ stream. It'll be entertaining. So essentially in that game, in that stream, GOAT HQ, Jake, whoever's there, try to get everyone in that call a girl snap by the end of the night. And I'm not going to lie. I'd take one if it's my age and it's, you know, a relatively attractive girl. I'll take it. Definitely will take it. Well, the hype has been put out, that's for sure. There has been quite a bit of hype for the stream. He's made his own little edit on TikTok and Instagram, hyping up a bit of a promo. McCreary goes around the body and he kicks Collingwood's second goal, and they do get back within 4 points here, staying in touch in the first quarter. People saying score review. It might be in the other game, possibly. There wasn't a score review in this one. What's he going to stream? No. It's actually not going to be Tinder. He's going to do it on a Meggle. Just, if you want to hop on it, I'll definitely raid the stream after this game. And obviously this stream when it finishes. This is definitely the better game. Yeah, definitely. And so far, look at the first quarter scores. And I mean, yeah. All-time favourite player? All-time favourite player? I mean, have to be a Saints player, but I'd probably say Nick Rowell, just because he's done probably the most for the club that I've supported for so long. And I've been alive the first 15... Well, he retired in 2017, so for the first 14 years of my life, he was playing for the Saints. Xavier has
Maynard
donated 3 and says Maynard really
face.
Does have a very punchable face. Yeah, I guess he does. Bit of a rat. Like, I know it's a shit video idea. It maybe a TikTok idea, but if you could compare an AFL player to like an animal, like what would you compare Braden Maynard to? Maybe you could, I don't know. Braden Maynard, like how does he play? What animal does he sort of like play like, look like, act like? How are Freo so bad? they're just shit this year. Yeah, I don't know. They're not playing as a team. They haven't really been able to do so pretty much all year. Turd's not an animal. Montagna. I'd say Lenny Hayes is up there as well. I don't really go for any like under the radar, like lesser known players as my favourite because I just don't really have a reason to pick them as my favourite. Like I'd pick the best players as my favourite players. Like if someone asked me, "Oh, who's your favourite player for St Kilda right now?" I'm not going to say Ben Patton or like a more of a role player because that's no need to pick a player like that when I could just go a Max King or a Jack Steele or honestly, Sinclair's probably become my favourite player now. I'd have to change that. Sinclair, I really do like the way he goes about it. He's probably now become my favourite for the Saints. Yeah, good quality game, Goat HQ. I might move the phone just so I don't have to look too much to the right. Bev Tone says the game isn't living up to the hype. In terms of games that have had a lot of hype leading up to it, I'd say this is the most hyped up of the lot. So, yes, I guess it needs to be a really high quality for it to live up to it. But it's the first quarter, and we've seen a pretty good contest from both sides. It's pretty close as well. Yeah, Higgins up there. I do get around Higgins. My check. Not sure what he was doing there. Repeated inside 50s for Collingwood. I'd almost say they've had quite a few more now. Here we go. Oh, good stuff, Quaynor. He's a very underrated player, Isaac Quaynor. I mean, not underrated by Pies fan standards, but you compare it to a lot of the other defenders in the competition, and he rarely loses any one-on-one contest. Mateus is my favourite at the moment, says all the goals. Oh, he's going to become probably one of my favourites as well. But it's his first year, so I can't have him as my favourite right now. Scoops has a man crush for him, though, for some reason. Yeah, maybe Goat HQ. I won't be leaving tomorrow till 2 or something, so maybe in the morning tomorrow, I don't know. It depends on when you're going to stream till tonight. I'm not sure how late the stream's going to go. I don't mind, though. Don't think the people watching will mind either. It's a Saturday night. Here we go. Dersmer out on the wing. Takes a bounce. Oh, tries to take another bounce in the slippery conditions. But it's a shit idea to do that. It really is. Because he's made a mill of it. And that's gone on the full. Because he tried to like recover. Couldn't quite recover well enough. And that's gone out in the full. Jeez. I've just looked at the scores in the other game. It's 7-38. How many's Buddy kicked? I'm going to quickly go on the AFL website and have a look. Just quickly. I'll go back quickly. I just want to have a look. Or do I just not risk it? Because Buddy was my big call to kick 4. Here we go. Pies are on here. He better be bloody playing. If he's not playing, I'll be pissed off. Well, I didn't mention that he was getting dropped or anything like that or managed. So I'm assuming he is playing. But, you know, Sydney are also a finals chance if they keep winning. Thing is, percentage isn't a worry for them. They've got the draw, so it's got like this isn't. They win it by 1 point. They win it by 100. It won't make a difference. They've just got to keep winning the games. You're not really expect them to win. Great kick from Elliott. Works its way back, unbelievably from Jamie Elliott, and the Pies have hit the lead. I'm gonna get the scores. Oh, no, the scores are there. Yeah. I saw you at the game. I don't recall everyone. Like, I'd remember I saw people after the game, but I don't remember who's who. Part of me is pissed for not being able to get that video out, but then part of me is like, well, Carlton West Coast is a crap game to do it at. Carlton Collingwood's a lot better of a game to do it at. There'll be more people and a lot. Because the thing is, the only reason I went to Carlton v West Coast genuinely is because of Marmalade. But the thing is, I didn't even get to do anything with them because I was sitting in another spot and I couldn't find them after the game. Then when I did, I couldn't stay with them after the game because I fucking had to go home with Will. But luckily, because Will's dad dropped me off, like he literally just drove me home, which is very handy. Because otherwise I could have actually missed the start of the stream. What's the video? I'll tell you in I thought I did tell you. I'll tell you in DMs. Like, I don't. Doesn't matter if I say it on the stream or not, but I'd rather people that don't know just wait till it's released. Don't tell them, but I have a massive man crush on Jimbo. F Freo. Everyone's giving Freo shit in the chat. Okay. It's not a Freo conversation though. We're watching a completely different game. Dakel's had a bit of a dirty start to the game so far. Couple of, missed kicks, clangers, and another mistake there. Deliberate out of bounds. Could be a costly one. Marshall lining up from 40, 35 out, and caresses at home, and the Power have regained the lead. The lead. This game has certainly so far lived up to the hype, I reckon. It's been a good one. It has been definitely a good game so far. I'd say 24 to 21, and with the conditions, sort of the slippery conditions, it's been, a relatively high scoring one as well. I didn't watch much of Brisbane v Geelong, but it didn't look like that was much of a contest or an exciting one. It was a pretty shitty, scrappy game for most of it then. Geelong seemed to get back at a stage in the last. I think it got to like under 2 goals. Well, it was 11 points at the end of the day, so I don't really know how they managed to claw back the margin, but didn't really have much of a chance of winning that. Yeah, I've noticed Graz and all that aren't in the chats, right? The Colms, the Grazes, the J-Dods. Because I don't normally stream Freo games, because one, UCAT normally does, and secondly, because well, that's not really the reason, but it could be deliberate. Secondly, not deliberate. It was under pressure, but it could have been deliberate. Secondly, Freo crap, so I don't really want to be streaming the Freo games. But yeah, normally those people are on the streams, but not tonight. You tip Freo? I know Freo have the ability to come back from behind after... Oh my god, you fucking dickhead, stop. Some dickheads just made a group chat with all these content creators and asking us what are end goals of the channel for the end of the year. Piss off, mate. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Good work, dickhead. Timeout. I might hide him, actually. I think he's like a code breaker alt. So I'm just going to hide you, to be honest with you. What do you add to the channel? Not much. Curry kicks a high one. A minute to go now. Oh, what a mark. In the conditions as well. Tough one to grab. In the lights also. My check. Oh, maybe my big call. Was it to... Fuck, I don't remember what my big call was. But if it was for there to be a few lead changes, it would have been a good one so far. Because we've seen a few. Might have a look now. What was my big call? No, it was for Dacos to have 40 or more. And I'm not sure how many he has so far, but I've seen him with the ball a few times. Maicha kicks the goal, and another lead change. The Pies lead it by 3. Quarter time. Sydney lead it by 25. I'm not shocked. I'm really not shocked. Freo suck in the first quarters. Every single first quarter, they're just about behind. Just about 24 to 27 in this one though, so this is a much better game quality wise, contest wise. Yeah, how many does he have though, Chunky Footy? It's 3 more Pies games. How many? I've streamed a few. Most of the time Pies are playing, if I can watch, I will watch. Or go. But sometimes Pies play at shit times, like during St Kilda games, so I can't really get to watch them. I'm trying to think, last week, who did Collingwood play last week? Pretty sure they played the Bulldogs. No, that was the week before. I streamed the Bulldogs game, but last week Collingwood played... Someone will say in the chat. Freo. They played Freo, but that was whilst we were playing the Suns. So that's quarter time. High quality start, I would say. And I have to say, quarter time, 3-point margin. I'm looking forward to continuing this one. Yeah, that Freo. Yeah, and I couldn't watch that game. It was a shit one though, because when Collingwood, the thing is, if Collingwood are playing like a kind of a rubbish side, it's not that enjoyable to watch. If it's not that close. But if they're playing a top side, you don't want to be missing out on the Collingwood game. So you wouldn't want to miss out on next week's game, because Carlton are playing some good footy now. G'day, Tim Taranto 14. If that footy star or whatever his name is in chat, I will give you that happy birthday thingamajig, but I'm not going to do it if you're not in chat, because there's no point. Will the Aussies win the Ashes? Well, the thing is, the next game is going to be really important now, because it was 2 wins to Australia, and then we've fucked the last 2, so it's 2-2 now, and, well, quite frankly, if we don't win the next one, you know, that would be a massive choke, wouldn't it? All right, footy star. All right, we'll do your happy birthday. Do we do the whole? Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear footy star. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure how old you're turning, but let me know if you want to chat. Good stuff. I'm sure I probably was the first person to say that, because I don't think anyone calls you footy star at school or any of your family members. I don't think you're going to your birthday party with your family members and your grandparents are saying, oh yeah, footy star, happy birthday. But if they are, be shocked. Just having a look at the views of the video. I just need to get a video to hit the algorithm that can get me over 30k sooner rather than later. So that's why I'm thinking these ones that are just different could do it. But no one's really gotten a video this year on YouTube. This has been a shit year for views on YouTube this year, I would say. It hasn't been that good of a year. I'll just hit 4k on his channel as well. G'day, Charlie. Thoughts on the Richmond game? I'm honestly pissed. You know my thoughts. I'm pissed off that Richmond won. Whilst I did tip them, it would have been lovely if the Hawks would have won that for finals chances for St Kilda. Because now the Tigers have a decent chance. If they lost that game, though, I'd say the race for them would be pretty much all but over. But now they've got a decent chance. Because look, next week they've got Melbourne. I don't think they'll win that. So you mark that as a loss. They do still need to beat the Bulldogs and the Power away. They've got North and the Saints. So it is still going to be probably still less than a 50-50 chance for Richmond. The fact they're in the hunt, though, gives them as much of a chance as any other side. Hawks are so much better than West Coast and North. Yeah, I know. But to be honest with you, they should not have fucked that up in that last quarter. Didn't watch the last quarter or anything like that, so I couldn't really know. But you can't be defending a side choking by that much at 3/4 time. So that's why I'd say that was disappointing. I'll bring the game back up. Cooper Gresh's in chat. Wonder how many of the people in the my chat have seen his Goal King challenge with Marmalade, and they did one on the Marmalade Instagram account as well. All the girls seem to have bounced through though, which I'm not too sure if you can like. Well, I mean you can count one that goes in, I guess, through bouncing, but you'd rather be going, you'd rather the footy be going through on the full. Kerno kicking 10. Well, yeah, I wasn't actually that surprised. I could have even made that prediction for my big call for him to kick like 6-7 plus. Because obviously they were playing West Coast, and I streamed Carlton v West Coast earlier in the year. Egg Footy was on it. Kerno kicked 9, and he had a field day, and it was pretty obvious it was going to be the same case again this week, because it was a home game for Carlton, and also they had no defence. West Coast, couple outs. Barras wasn't playing. Why the fuck? It just doesn't feel like a final, Kath, because it's not a final. It's bloody July. So all this shit that people say, oh, it feels like finals like footy. No, it doesn't, because it's July. If it felt like finals, I wouldn't be watching West Coast on the same day. McCullough says, yes, that's correct. If it's a draw, we retain it. Meme number. Oh, the Ashes. Yeah, but you'd rather like retain it through a win, actually winning it. So I'll take a draw. If Rain can screw us or screw England over, that'd be nice. But it doesn't seem like that's how. I haven't watched much of the Ashes for this test, to be honest with you. I haven't really caught on. You're lying dead on my bed, unable to move for the last 10 minutes. I could just, because I know what you look like, I'm just picturing it in my head. I don't know if I want to do that. Where are you singing for Northy Saints? I don't know. I know I've got seats right. Member seats. And my dad and all that, sister, they're not going. So I've got a couple of free tickets. But I don't want to sit there. Because they're kind of seats I want to move from in future years. And I know the crowd's going to be terrible as well. It's the Northy Saints, so there'll be plenty of spare seats. Why in the world is every time we're getting a message, it's making that bloody loud noise? It's really irritating, actually. 6 disposals for Dacos. Lovely. All right, well, I'm not getting that big call right. Oh, yeah, definitely Archdeacon Stubbs. Okay, I just realised it's 8:19, and every time I'm streaming the night games, I always forget about dinner. I'm not ordering any takeout, though, guys, because it's just a waste of my money. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but no takeout tonight. Unless Code HQ or someone in chat wants to do it for me, I'll be happy. But if it involves myself having to pay any money, then no. When's the next Kahoot stream? I don't know, mate. Alright, let's start the second quarter. Uber Eats is a scam. Do you know also a scam? A fucking deliver, whatever it was called, DoorDash. Apparently I was paying for a monthly subscription for the last 10 months and I didn't know about it. Just until the other day. I'm like checking my bank account. I'm like, what the hell is DoorDash doing? Oh, great. Apparently I've been paid to something I've never subscribed to. So now I've decided to unsubscribe from that payment. And yeah, there are always these little services I forget that I'm actually paying for that I only just realise after paying that much money for in the first place, which is annoying. Can you sit in aisle 29? I don't know. Probably not. Grab you a PS, jump in the car, grab it yourself and save it. Like, oh, your peas. Even if I had my peas, I wouldn't do that. But no, I fucking want them. But it's so annoying because on the weekends, I'm always at the footy, so I can't really get hours up. But then yet again, during the weekends, also weekdays, my parents are working, so I can't get hours up then. So I'm fucking faking everything now. I'm very close. I just need to book proper lessons. Burton has a burnt opportunity and misses. Go to EJ card if you want to sell your rare footy card. Yeah, right. I might do that. That is going to piss me off all night, that notification. Drive with Albert. No, I'm not driving with Albert. He runs red lights for fun. I'm not driving with someone that are responsible on the road. Do you know who said he would go for drives with me is Go Time? Because he's got his proper license now. But why that's a bit of a doubt is because he lives in Geelong, so I'm not going to be sure how that's going to work. You think you're going to make finals? No, I don't think we're going to make finals because we're playing like shit. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. If we play all right. Like, I can't see why we can't do what, Carlton did and maybe put on a good performance and kick over 100. I know they kicked a lot. Had a poor second half compared to the first half. But, look, can't see why we can't win by, 10 plus goals if we wanted to. Yeah, no, we're not making Jobbo. We're not. And even if we win it by, a shit amount and not convincing, then you're not finding any form against better sides. Because I think Hawthorn will probably beat us. I know people are saying that we won't lose to Hawthorn and all that, but Hawthorn will probably beat us at the moment with form. You've got 3 games of footy tomorrow and I'm staying up till 2. 3 games. You might want to stay up later till that, actually. The later you stay up, the better you play. And plus, the later you stay up, the better it'll be for the Tinder stream. All right, Collingwood are out here. Bobby Hill taps it onto himself. He finds Crisp, I think that easy handballs it over the top to Lipinski. Hot footy, couldn't quite grasp it. The fumble's going to cost him, and it'll be locked up in the forward half of Collingwood. You'll win again. No, we won't win against the Lions. I know you're saying that to make me feel better for some reason. Brisbane haven't lost at the Gabba this fucking year. Why would they lose to us? What's everyone saying BS for? Oh, that. Oh, okay. Oh, if you're talking about what Kiki said, you're right. That's BS. Kiki, if we can keep it under 50 points, I'll be happy. And that's saying something. Because we're shit. Jesus, they had 4 players in the goal square. How does that happen? I really don't know how that happens. Why can't it happen for us? Why can't we have 4 players in the goal square loose? Well, the Pies break it out to an 8-point lead. That is their biggest lead of the day so far. You guys have a chance. Well, we'll see. You know, when a big opportunity's on the line, finals and all that, you know, we never actually take the opportunity. So if it comes to the chances where, I don't know, we need to win the last game of the round to make finals, then we will lose it. But maybe we do something remarkable. But the form might just come randomly in the last game if we have shit before then. Giants win the grand final. Yeah, I do sort of regret the tips that I had for my video the other day where I predicted the top 8. Because I did say the Dogs wouldn't make the 8 and the Bombers would. But look, I didn't think the Dogs would put on a performance like they did against Essendon. I think Essendon are very vulnerable of dropping out of the 8. They are at the moment out of the 8, but they've got an easy fixture. Last 5 years, weeks, pretty easy. McRae's always coaching on the bench, which is interesting. I like him. He's probably my favourite coach in the AFL. Probably my favourite coach. I know you can just easily just go bias for your own team's club, your own team's coach, but I'll probably say McRae. Fagan, I don't mind him, but I like McRae more. Please do medal predictions. Why do you want me to do them so badly? Oh my god, it's the same kid. I don't know what he's doing. Stop it. Pissing me off with these messages. And I've got this on silent mode as well. So why is it so much louder when I've got this rested onto the headphone stand with it on silent mode? That can't be silent mode. That's I don't know, making yourself deaf mode. Favorite team song? Not sure. I might do a ranking theme songs. I know I did a stadium video a few weeks ago. It did well. I might do a theme songs video just because it did well. The stadiums one, and it's a video I can make instead of the one I was gonna do today. Alrighty, Dixon should kick this. Really should kick this. He's like 15 meters out. Didn't play last week. I'm not sure why they had so many outs, the power. I'm not sure if they were resting players, they had injuries, what the reasons were, but I'm not sure why Dixon was one of the few that wasn't in the team. Play every 8. Oh, it's a video idea a lot of people have had. I'm sure it'd bang, but expensive. It's too expensive. And where would I get my hands on every single video game on top of every single video game console to play those video games? Like, mate, that would just... I'm not made of money. And even if I was made of money, there's no guarantee I could get my hands on all that shit unless I like do really extensive scouting on eBay. 32 points in the other game. So very glad I'm not doing that one. This game's a much better one. 2 points. Quite a few lead changes. Put Adelaide, get one back. Arch says Eagles are doing a poll for the old song and the banner to return. Oh, are they really? That would be a bit embarrassing, though. You know, you put all that work and effort and money or whatever, and then it... who was it? Birds of Tokyo, I think. I'm pretty sure they did the theme song. You know, to make the new theme song, all for it to be changed again, back to the original one. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have banners. I think that's just laziness. They could use whatever excuse out of the books they want to, but I think that's just laziness. Every club does a banner. I think banners are a staple. You know, if you're a cheer squad, you make the banners for your club. You don't fucking put out an inflatable eagle and call it a day. Fidget, you know, I'd say it could be worse, but it probably could be worse. I'd rather support Freo than St Kilda. Or would I? Well, I wouldn't want to change my club, obviously, but like, what would you rather be supporting, Fremantle or St Kilda? At least St Kilda can still make the finals, but at least with Freo, you know, they made the finals last year. You've got more faith, I guess, that they can do something in the following years. Yeah, I know you say Saints will, but they were 5th last year. We haven't fucking made finals in so long. And genuinely made finals. I still don't really want to count 2020 as a genuine season. Because, I mean, that season I didn't attend a single game. You compare it to this season where I haven't not attended a single game. So it's very polar opposite. But yeah, if I did that theme song video, I'd have West Coast at the bottom. You couldn't go for a team that has never won a flag in their history. Yeah, but mate, Will, Freo have just been around for like 31 years. Well, how long have they been around for? 1995, so that's not even 31. That's 28 years. I'm not defending my club very well when saying this, but we've been in the competition for over 120 years and only won one flag. So, you know, we've won one, I guess, but we're a very unsuccessful football club. I know Freo haven't won one yet, but we've been in the competition for that much longer just for one extra flag. It's not that much better. It really isn't. But no, Freo don't look anywhere near making a grand final or winning a flag in the next year a bit. With the season they've had so far this season. You wouldn't want to go for either. Well, obviously you wouldn't. I wouldn't want to go for Carlton. I don't mind Carlton though. Like, I actually did enjoy supporting them today at the footy. I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed sitting where I was sitting after quarter time. I didn't enjoy where I was sitting before quarter time. That was fucking shit. But it was entertaining to see Carlton do what they did in that first quarter. That was good. Did you enjoy? No, I didn't. It was sort of worst case scenario. Like the whole day was worst case scenario. I was just sort of fortunate I found you in a way. Could have been worse. I didn't do a single thing that I wanted to with Marmalade. I didn't have the time. I didn't do that fucking video right because I'd left the mic. I didn't get who I wanted to get as a filmer because they backed out, so I had to get Sammy. So yeah, it wasn't really ideal at all. And I put a lot of time and preparation to it. I got up so early in the morning as well, just so I can get everything prepared. What time? Like I got up at like, I say so early. I got up at 8:30, but like for a footy game, that's pretty early for my standards. Umpiring being a bit questionable. Yeah, a few iffy calls. Particularly going towards the power. I think maybe the pies have been a bit stiff by the umpires. Dacos, just a quick one. Out of trouble. It should come back. It will. Horn Francis. Shit handball. To Aaliyah, back to Horn Francis. He goes long. Hot spot. High flies. Dixon's there. Moore is there. So is side bottom. Should go out. It does not go out. Now it does. Yeah, it's cool footy start. Did you enjoy Sammy's cousins? They seem like, well, unless they're like drug addicts and complete fuckwits, they seem like alright people, but nah, not really. Nah, I didn't. Carlton supporters are rowdy, love going to those games. So many wogs where I was sitting in that first quarter. But I mean, the amount of wogs that do support Carlton would be the most in the competition by a fair bit, I'd say. Wogs galore. They're all the same fucking people, Carlton fans. Verbally abusive when their team's doing shit, but then when their team's doing good, very different. Hopefully Port can get a goal through these repeat opportunities, because I've had a few now. Where, no, they really weren't chunky. They were worse. But we're not going to talk more about that. Chicken or beef noodles? I don't know why that's a question. Chicken though. Yeah, chicken. Did you hear Reed does actually what? No, he doesn't want to go. Unless he changed his opinion so quickly. He said he didn't want to go to West Coast. Harley Reid. I was about to say Charlie Reid. Mate, I've got too much Charlie Curnow memories in my mind from the game. That was so good though. I do admit that was good. Watching him kick 10. That's the first. Actually, I'm trying to think. That might be the first time I've watched a player live kick 10 goals. Double digits, it would be. Yeah, definitely would be, because 9 goals I watched Rewalt kick in 2016. And really, St Kilda players haven't been known for kicking many big bags. G-Train did back in the day, but that was a while ago. Obviously Lockett, but I wasn't alive for that. So that would have been the first time. You saw Bruce, didn't you? No, I didn't see Bruce. I wasn't there at that game. I was streaming it. So I have streamed it happen, but I haven't witnessed it live at an AFL game. First Cullen play since '95. Yeah, they said that afterwards. The kids interviewing. I think the kids are taking everything over. So Bitter was missing out. Bitter should have stayed for the game and should have fucked off Adelaide because the kids were doing all the interviewing. STAV Bulldogs, the Canter kids even, they were doing the lineups. They were like drawing the portraits of the players, and even the Oz kickers as well. My sister, one of my sister's good friends, she I think was doing the Oz kick. No, she doesn't. Obviously, she's fucking too old for it, but I think she was helping out. She said. So I am pissed because there were quite a few people there that wanted to win those footy cards, but I couldn't do it. Yeah, it was kids go free round. Yeah. I mean, look, if no one at this point of time doesn't already know that it's kids go free round, you've been living under a rock because the amount of content creators that have promoted the shit out of it, like, seriously, you don't need to promote it that much. I think by the fucking first week, I was already aware enough. Tom Mitchell lining up to make it 7 points. Shocking. Not even going to score. Not even going to score. Aaliyah will mop that up. Whether it's out in the full, whether it's a mark to Aaliyah, it doesn't matter. Did you see? Yeah, I did see that. That's stupid. It doesn't make sense. I didn't like it. Well, it's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't hit the like button. I just didn't really understand it. Weird. Just weird. Didn't make sense. That's all I'll say. Did not make sense. Right, so I was talking about how good Quainer is on one-on-one. Apparently that was like the third time he's lost one all year. It almost sounds like it's fucking made up, a stat like that. Like the amount of... How often do players get in one-on-one contests? Surely players lose it more often than just 3 times in a year. What do you think of Richmond? I didn't watch the game, but it's a fair effort for them to actually win the game from being 36 points down. But I'm still not fully sold on the Tigers yet. Because, I mean, they probably shouldn't have got themselves in the 36-point deficit position. Oh, what a fucking mark from Xavier Zersma. That's a sensational grab. And honestly, should put them back in front. If I lived in Melbourne, I'd always go to your Gold King challenges. Where do you live? I actually haven't got a clue where you live. I know you're in the chats all the time. I think you go for Adelaide, though, so I assume Adelaide. So if you lived in Adelaide, you could have tried to get to this game. I would have done... If I was living in Adelaide, I would have tried to do that same thing. Big goal. Big mark, big moment, big goal. Dersma the bow and arrow. Does he still do the bow and arrow? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he still does, but doesn't matter when your side's in front again. 5 points. Good game so far. Charlie, do you need it tonight? Because I want to hit on the Go HQ stream. I know I said I'd do it today, but to be honest with you, I was out all day. I couldn't really do it. I didn't forget. I just couldn't really do it. Like, if you need it tonight, yes. Otherwise, tomorrow morning I can do it easily. And it pisses me off as well. I've asked a few content creators to, because I've got a video that I want to get started filming soon involving creators. I've got a few people that have got back to me. They just haven't fucking actually sent me the, what I wanted them to send me. But in fact, both of the creators in question are supporting the two sides in this game. 6 lead changes. So, yeah, this could have been a good opportunity to pick my lead change as my big call. I always get it wrong. I'll do it tomorrow then. Is he retiring after the Ashes? I can't believe you, to To be honest with you, it sort of sounds a bit unbelievable. Goal, buddy. Good. I need him to kick 4. If that's his first, I'll be relatively disappointed. Especially considering they're up by quite a bit. You'd think he'd be on more. Quaynor. Well done. Cox. What are you fucking doing, mate? Although, maybe they just pinned him because he's American. They thought that was a throw. Let's have a look at that again. You didn't. You should have just tapped it with one hand, mate. It did. I don't know. Obviously, he wasn't doing it on purpose, trying to throw it, but like, it does look like a throw. Because he had a lot of control. He needed to just tap it. That could be costly if he kicks this. Count yourself lucky, Mason Cox. Very lucky. Because see, that's not the only time I've seen Mason Cox do that, where he's thrown the ball. And he knows he's not allowed to throw it anymore, so obviously he wasn't instinct with his American roots or whatever. Yeah, that's annoying. He's only kicked 1 goal. What was my big call for the fucking Saints v North game? I hope that one doesn't get up. Because it was not a good one for Saints. It was for them to score 11 goals or less, and I really don't want that to happen. Getting ugly for Freo. 39 points. Wow. Sydney aren't even that good. Not this year, they're not. I mean, they could charge home late. They've done it. They've done it a few times in the last few years, the Swans, so it could happen again. So many draws this year. Not really, mate. Only the 2. I mean, a decent amount. I would not say it's worthy of a claim of saying there's so many draws. You can say that if there's 3 or more, not 2. Could be a draw tonight, though. I'll tell you what. Could be a draw. Mark stopped betting on the draws. He's learned his lesson because he never gets up with the draws. Funny, because he stopped like during around the time where there was a draw, the Sydney v Geelong game. How long to go? 7 minutes in the second. 6 points. Margin hasn't gone over 12 points all game, I don't think. So, yeah, this has been really close. In the balance for a long time. Well, it's the other game. Well, it's been far from being in the balance. And why is it that both fucking games have started at the same time? I don't like that at all. At the very least, have this game or whatever, one game start 30 minutes before. So when it's quarter time, when it's half time, you can watch the other game. So there's something to watch. And like when the game is finished or when you're waiting for the game to start, I just think it'd be better. Yeah, well, the last time I looked at the scores for the Richmond Hawthorn game, because I was at Carlton West Coast, didn't need to be at the game though, it was 33 points, I think 48-81. I think that's what the scores were, could be wrong. And then the next time I looked at the scores, it was a fucking 1 point lead to Richmond and they won. I'm like, how have they done that? Because it was pretty late into the third when they were up by like 33. So it just kind of annoyed. But it makes the race even more interesting now, because if they lost that Richmond, the race would have been difficult. Nailed it, Cardi. Too many time clashes. I wouldn't say there are that many compared to other leagues. Like, for example, I think the APL, they've got a lot of time clashes, but it's different in other sporting codes in different countries. But there's just no need. I don't think they've got it in the NRL. They don't need to do it in the AFL. I'm sure they could find a way to make it so every game's on its own standalone time, or at least 1 or 2 clashes around. But again, for the Saturday games, like 1:45, 2:10, I don't think it's a good idea to have 2 games at the same time, like similar time in the same city. 2 Melbourne games on at the same time is a shit idea because it's just too congested in the city and all that. Getting to the game, getting back from the game. And I had the option of picking the other game, but I picked the shit game. You think Swoop said, please, Yeah, I'll be at the game because Lockie, for some reason, managed to get 8 tickets to that game. So I decided to get on top of that quickly. I'm not sure if I'll vlog it, but I think if there's a neutral game to vlog for the rest of the year, that would be probably a good decision to do. So 39-33. Only the one goal the Pies have scored this quarter. So yeah, scoring has dropped a bit. Definitely has. Power have been the better side, you'd have to say. Which games are you going to next week? Not sure. I'll be at least 2. I'll probably be at 3. I always find a way. I reckon I've attended a game on the Saturday. Every single day this year, almost. I can't remember the last time I did not attend a Saturday game. Just because like there's so much footy on a Saturday. And I don't really have any commitments on a Saturday, so I just go to the games. I wish I lived close to the city though, or at least didn't have to fucking use public transport to get to and from the city, because it was just so much of a hassle. It's too much. I wish I was like where Mumlade and all that were. You know, Mumlade, Kate and Connor, they all live in Richmond. So much handier if I was living in Richmond. So much handier when it comes to that. Anyways, yeah, this game's been a bit, not crap. I can't say it's been a crap game, but it's been a bit of a boringish quarter of the last 10 minutes. Nothing's really happened. Still most likely gonna, be a thriller because it's been below 10 points all game. So unless one team gets out to an advantage, like maybe kicks a run of 3 or 4 goals in a row, then it should be a pretty close finish. Mason Cox, very, very uncoordinated he seems, and he couldn't quite find it there. Did you see that card I pulled from my video? Yeah, the one on Snapchat you sent me. I did see that. How did you get that? How is everyone pulling some... I think St Kilda, for the community, that's the team that people are getting the best hits out of. So many good St Kilda cards I see people hitting, and I haven't hit really any of them. For example, Crouchy. He hit a gallery wild card of funnily enough, Crouch. Port get it out, I think. Let me just see if... No, I'll get back to what I was saying next stoppage. Should be a ball up. Alright, what I was saying. So Crouchy, he's got the Crouch Star Wild. Charlie's got the Gold Star Wild of Crouchy as well. Chappie has one as well. I don't know why everyone's got that gallery wild card. Oh yeah, I actually hit that on my case break as well. The 5 boxes, a gold Max King wild card. Bloody Days pulled 2 magics of Max King. She'll give me one of those. When I was at the Ted Shed. What's her fucking name? I think I'll call her Moo, because that's what everyone's calling her. She hit a gold... Well, I actually hit it, but it was her packs. A gold college card craft of Rowan Marshall. So it's all... I don't know why. Charlie, you're fucking silly if you think I'm going to D's v Crows, mate. Yeah, I've been okay with Saints cards. I've hit some decent ones. Make a rule that if you open, you get... I should make a rule. No, I couldn't do that because I was opening a lot of the cards at the house. I wasn't just going to keep all the cards I got. Yeah, the Saints game's on. Exactly. Richmond really silenced Has. He came up to me saying scoreboard for the interview. Yeah, he's probably given a lot of rubbish after the game. Because I know he was at the game. He would have done an Ethan Crouch, a roaming Has, a video. And I assume he did not forget his mic like I did, which I'm still pissed about. But I didn't suck and complain or anything like that. I wasn't like yelling. I'm just like, oh well, shit happens. I'm just going to accept that I didn't bring it. Well, yeah, Has certainly would have been copping a lot of garbage after the game. Who do you think is the best runner in the AFL? Says Train Diction. Train Diction. Why does that sound dirty? I'm not sure. Best runner. Best runner or best two-way runner? I'm trying to think. I mean, Nick Dacos is a pretty good runner when you think about it. He racks up some pretty good numbers. Who do you guys think in the competition right now is the best runner in the competition? Josh Kelly's up there as well, I'm pretty sure. I think. Just missed it. Hollands. Let's go up a bit. Annie Munro would be... Yeah, no, definitely would be interesting to see. I'm sure Has definitely would have filmed something. He even told me. So that'd be probably a video that'll get him a lot of views. If I was a Hawks fan and I vlogged that game, 100% would get a lot of views. Because, I mean, I did that Saints v Hawks video. That got a lot of views, obviously. Shit game. Grant Purchase. Oh, we're talking about runners, are we? Runners that deliver messages out, not actual runners in the AFL. Yeah, Isaac Smith is a good runner, you're right. Here we go. 7 seconds to go. No, that'll be it. All right, well, call it curtains for half time. 7 points will be the lead to... I think I've lost a pack of footy cards. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Fluctuation of the viewers. I saw 150 a few minutes ago. I'm on 70. Yeah, 7 points though. We're in for a good game. The other game, not so much. That's 34 points. Speaking of videos where people will be pissed off, I'm sure already you can already just sense what UCat's saying in his vlog. He'd be very pissed off as well. Will I be doing... I'm not sure if I'll be doing a Kahoot stream soon. You don't need to capitalise Kahoot as well. I'm not sure why so many people capitalise Kahoot as if it's its own word with capitalisations. The Kahoot logo is not even capitalised, so you don't need to... I don't... Doesn't matter, but I thought I'd throw it out there. I don't know why people are capitalising Kahoot. What pisses me off is my stream views skyrocket the second Brizzy started... Yeah, that's how it goes. If I was doing Saints games, these streams would be doing a lot better because people want to have more reason to join. They'll know that I care more about the game. So there's more of a sort of reason to stay on and see my reactions. The reactions are more genuine, I guess. Now, this might be a fucking silly game, but we are going to play Guess the... No, this is not a fun game. Actually, no, I am intrigued. How many of you guys out there know what the odds are for a pack of 2001 team coach packs? First person to guess how many cards in total, not just common cards, not just in total, in the entire set there are for 2001. And the winner does not get the pack. I'm not giving away a 2001 pack. Too valuable. Who's the leading disposal getter? Ollie Wines, I think I heard. Zach Butters. Like 90 card. Not 90. No, we're talking about like in the entire set, so not just like commons. Because if it was 90, that would be pretty crap. It isn't a high number, so people going quite low. It is more than what you guys are saying. Like 16. Shannon, that's a terrible guess, mate. Team coach would not release a set of cards where you can only get 16 in the entire set. What's the point? You'd open 2 packs and you have the whole set. It's obviously more. Obviously, it's more, Michaela. Jeez, team coach will not release a set with only 40 cards. There's 9 cards in a pack. I mean, this year, how many cards are there in the set this year? There's almost 1,000, right? There are so many more variants of cards. Anyways, yeah, a lot of poor answers so far. Not 192. 298. That is a very good guess. You're very close. That might give it away. How many cards are in the set of 2001 AFL team coach? People that were saying 14, 15. Oh, Chappie, 3. Are you... Okay, we got an answer. It's AFL Heat. Yeah, that was a bit of a dead giveaway saying 298 was close. It was 300, so well done. Now, I'll continue on the trend of 2001 team coach. It's interesting. Guess the ratio for the premium silver cards in 2001 team coach. First person to guess the ratio wins. So there were only 2 versions of footy cards you get in that year. Commons, premium silvers, premium golds. Are they premium? I'm not sure. So what's the ratio for premium silvers? By ratio, you need to have like a dash or like a ratio symbol. 1 in 100. Okay, these are some pretty silly answers. Not 1 in 2 and 300. 1 in 500. No. 3 and 4, Michaela. That's a good guess. You got it right. You don't win anything, but that's just a good guess. Now, guess. Okay, you should get this one right. Think about it. Only 2 variants of cards in the set. Premium silver, premium gold. Premium silver's 3 and 4 packs. What's a premium gold? What's a premium gold? What are the odds of a premium gold? And then we can go through some of the other sets as well. Jackson plays footy. You are a very interesting character that will probably not get your message read out. Yeah. A few people sort of understand what I'm trying to say there. AFL Heat, you're first. 1 and 4. Yeah. Silvers are 3 and 4. Golds are 1 and 4. Makes sense, doesn't it? Let's go 2002 team coach. Oh, it's literally the exact same odds as the year before. So not really too much more different. Let's go 2007 team coach. Alright. Okay. How many cards are there in the 2007 version of Team Coach? The hint is, it is more than the previous 2 sets. Open one of the packs. No, I'm not opening one of the packs on stream. It would be a waste. I could open a pack of 2010 Team Coach, but I don't really want to do that. Actually, because I've got an extra pack of 2010. If we get like 140 people on at halftime at any stage, I'll open a pack of 2010. Because I got a couple of extra 2010s. It's not... And it's like if I hit something good, it's on camera anyways. Alright, let's see if anyone's gotten the correct answer yet. Go to HQ, that was a pretty close guess. It is more than... I'll say it's more than 300, guys, so I'm not sure why anyone's guessing below 300. Not a doorbell, it's my phone being spastic. It's in the 400s, guys. 415, 468, 422, 432. Arch takes dubs. Congratulations. Alright, now... Oh, stop bloody spamming my messages with just garbage. It's annoying. Alright, next question is... What are the odds of a gold premium card in the 2007 Team Coach set? Gold premium. What are the odds? Three and 4, nope. 2 and 4, nope. 1 and 3, nope. 1 and 4, nope. Nope. 1 and 9, no, nope, nope. 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 1 and 8, 1 and 8. We could be here for a while. And it's not a hard one. And it really is not a hard one at all. No, not 1 in 6. Not 1 in 250 for a gold card. Okay, you're getting a bit ludicrous now. 1 in 25. How would that work? There are 36 packs in a box. It would need to be relevant to like what a box would be, remember? No one's got this right. Oh, no, we have got one person to get it right. Taking its time. It was a Felicity, actually, Gallagher. I'm pretty sure that's the only person that said that one, or the first person. It was 1 in 1. It literally just 1 in a pack. Weirdly enough, this set Pretty crap one, honestly. A pretty crap set. 1 gold in every pack. Then you get 16 checklists, just random checklists. And then you get a wild card. Star wild cards. So why don't we guess the ratio of the star wild cards? What are the star wild cards for 2007 team coach, I should say? Well, there's no use saying 1 and 1 now, guys, considering it's already been guessed. All right, we'll guess the odds of a star wild card. 1 in 3. No. 1 in 3 for a star wild card. My goodness gracious me. How much they want you guys to get good cards? 1 in 36. No, not 1 in 36. Not 1 in 5. It's a star wild card, guys. Come on. Jeez, I didn't think people would be this bad at this. 1 in 36, 1 in 18, 1 in 2000. No. 1 in 18, 1 in 250, 1 in 30, 1 in 15, 1 in 20. I feel like people this way are just guessing random numbers. Blue Moo gets it correct. It's 1 in 72. The Star Wilds in 2007 were 1 in every 2 boxes, not 1 in every box. But in 2008... In 2008, they did change the sets a little bit. So let's do what we were doing I don't mind it. Let me know what you guys think. It's literally just filler time for the halftime breaks. I think it's relatively interesting. It's a guessing game. It's better than, I don't know, whatever people do otherwise. Let me just count something real quick. Okay. I've got the amount. How many cards are there in the set of 2008 team coach? It's more than the previous set, by the way. For those that just joined us, we're here at halftime between the Power and the Pies, and we're just playing some guessing games with footy cards. I wonder if anyone guessed this one relatively quickly. Remember, it's the one previously. It's more than the one that we just did previously, so not really sure why people are going under 400. Definitely over 400. 550. Good guess, Shannon. Closest guess we've gotten so far. I'll say that. So, 550, closest guess we've gotten so far. I'll move this out a little bit. 536 says Grazer. Grazer, how come you're not watching your own team play? 555, close. 560, close. 557, even closer. You're getting really warm. You're getting to the point of burning. You're that freaking hot. 560, 590, 560, 556. Jeez, I can almost touch the victory. Someone should be getting this one. 575. Why is chat on my screen stopped? Fuck, why is chat... Why is my chat on the left side of my screen just stopped? Oh, now this chat's coming through. It was like it stopped for a very... It literally stopped for 15 seconds. I was nervous there. Basketball 69. It was 558. Well done. Congratulations. You've got that one correct. Well done, mate. And they've introduced a couple of new cards in this set as well. So we're going to... Might as well go through those odds as well. I don't know. Chat just stopped. It might have disconnected, but it's back now, I guess. I don't know. All right. How rare was a silver card in 2008 team coach? You might have thought you got a fifth, but it's always on my end. It's always on the streamer's end. Oh, all the goals 1 and 1. Silver, remember? They're not that difficult to get. 2 and 1, not 2 and 1, and a gold card. Silver's a 1 and 1. What's a gold? Yeah, up the Saints, Daniel. Hopefully we get up. Do you think Nick Dacus will win the Brownlow? Yeah, I do, mate. I really do. All the goals. All the goals gets this. All the goals gets this. It's 1 in 2. And guess how rare... Now, this is a bit more difficult, but it's obviously gettable. How rare is a gold best and fairest in 2008 team coach? A gold best and fairest. No, it isn't a giveaway. 1 in 25. 1 in 10. Close. 1 in 34. 1 in 18. 1 in 98. Just making sure I've got the answer. AFL Heat. AFL Heat. You've got it right. It's 1 in 9. It is 1 in 9. How many more sets do we have? We have 2010 and 2011. Yeah, we might as well do 2010 now. Good stuff there, mate. Oh, alright. There's quite a few more variants in this set. I might have to get a calculator up. Yeah, good stuff, AFL Heat. Well done. 4, 9, 8, 10. Counting in my head. 2. Alright. I've got the amount. Total amount of cards in the 2010 set. Dropping your guesses. Nice stuff, Daniel. Just like previously, it's more than the last one. No, I'm not doing 4, guys. I'll raid a very, very big stream after this one. It's on the Goat HQ channel. The Tinder stream. I think that's what it's called. The YouTuber's Tinder stream. Shannon says 590. Nope. 166. Michaela, you're an idiot. I said more than one before. 590. Nope. 16. Why are people guessing so low? I literally said more than like 500. 605. Close. 600. Close. 720. Cooper Gresh is back. 612 is very close. Ooh, very close. 610 also very close. Yeah, Hutto's got it. 611. 611. It's just guessing in the similar ballpark, really. Any other different odds? Oh yeah, okay. The odds for a wild card changed. So first person to get this one right gets it right. And then we'll do 2011, and then afterwards, I'm not sure really. I'll just chat just regularly, I reckon. Good way to kill time. GoatHQ gets it right. 1 in every 36. Some people here are a bit silly. Why would the wild cards be 1 in every pack, Shannon? Oh, that's alright. Not everyone knows about footy cards, but if you knew about footy cards and you guessed something silly like that, it's a regular wild card. 1 in a box. That's okay. Last, we've got 2011. Remember, new team in 2011, Gold Coast. So, there's more, like the years previously. I think they introduced Magic Wilds for the first time. Oh no, they didn't. They did in 2010. I haven't got the amount yet, Goat HQ, so you don't need to guess. Because I've got to literally count it up in my head, which is... I know I'm pretty much accurate, but it's just taking me a bit of time to count in my head. So I don't know why anyone's guessing yet. I've not got a number, so even if you've got it correct, I'm still not going to count it. Alright, this is very close to the last set. Strikingly close. I've got the amount. You can start guessing. Cooper Gresh gives a membership to the Aussie YouTuber. What a generic name, but thank you. Very much. 609, 610, 609, 615, 618, 611. This ad pisses me off. Play it too much. Yeah, Naomi Bentley, correct. 612. I've had enough of that, to be honest with you. It's honestly getting too repetitive now. I could actually, you know what could be kind of interesting? Getting you guys to just guess the players that were on the packages of the team coach packs, like in certain years. Like, I don't know, let's just go 2007. All right, who was on the cover of the team coach pack for Geelong in 2007? Guess the player? Oh, it's a bit like guess the player, sort of just like with no real hints. You get a bit of hints, like you've sort of the year of 2007. Geelong players. Who comes to mind? Ablett, Bartel. It's not Selwood. It is Chapman. All the goals. First to 3 points wins. All right, let's go 2007 again. Let's go Carlton. Carlton in 2007. If the Saints don't jump in the 8, Kath, I might get cancer. 2007. Judd. No, he wasn't a Carlton player in 2007. Scoops, you should know that. Or was he? No, he wasn't. He was in 2008 that he moved. So everyone's saying Judd. You know, funnily enough, Judd was on the pack in this year before West Coast. Satana O'Halpin. Brendan Favola. Cripps. It's 2007, mate, not 2017. Betts. Not Betts. Cruiser. No. Oh, my goodness. These notifications are really annoying. Not Cruiser, not Betts. Brett Thornton. Voss. No. Voss? 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 He coaches him. Gibbs. Walker. No. You know what? This is probably going to be the last one we do before we get back into the contest. But someone needs to get this one right. Surely someone's got a little bit of knowledge of the past. Not even that difficult of a player to get. Give up? Not that difficult. I wouldn't say this player was necessarily a spud. It's one of his remaining years in his career as well for Carlton. I'll give you a hint. Last name starts with W. Surely someone can get it. No, not Walker. Whitnell. Yes, Mondo. Lance Whitnell. There you go. Well done. Not many people knew that, I don't think. How many people actually knew of Lance Whitnell? Unfortunately, I'd say less than 40% of the chat actually know who the fuck he is. I know who he is. I actually vividly remember in 2007 pulling a gold card of Lance Whitnell. No, I wasn't helping. I kind of want to do one more for 2007. Oh, here we go. Finlayson. Put Adelaide up by 13. Oh, that wasn't Finlayson. Who's 31? Evans? Is that Francis Evans? Look, I'll tell you what. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not great with numbers, so... Scoops is good with numbers, so he can tell me. I think Evans, but I really could be wrong. Yeah, considering that we've got a little bit of a break now, let's go one more player. Adelaide. Adelaide in 2007. Oh, yeah. There you go. Evans. I did know it. I said Finlayson, but then I realised he's not 31. And he doesn't look like that either. All the goals. Betts didn't play for Adelaide in 2007. And Modra didn't play for Adelaide. They're the two shittest guesses of all time. Betts and Modra? My goodness. Yeah, I know. I know Finlayson. I knew he had a 1 in him, his name, though. Sorry, not on his jumper. No one's got the player correct, although it's a fairly well-known player. In fact, this player is still very well-known still to this day. He's very heavily involved in the footy world. Another free kick, and this time it's going to... Is that Rioli? Now, you can now say Willie Rioli. You're not going to get a... Oh, yep, Goodwin. Yep, Simon Goodwin. Well done. All right, we're going to stop it. Who got it? I'm going to quickly just acknowledge the AFL Heat. Acknowledge me. All right. Yeah, what was I going to say? I'm not sure. Yeah, you don't have to say Junior Rioli anymore. It's Willie Rioli. I'm pretty sure it's fine to say Willie now. Freo kicked the first two of the third. They come back all the time, it seems, but it's just not going to be enough. Misses. Watching you and Riles Mack at the same time and getting... Motion from what? From watching us both at the same time or just in general? Rolls Macca's streams are good. They deserve more viewers. But I will say that most of the live reactors on the platform do deserve more viewers. It's just, there's just not that much viewership for what we do. You can get like this, really, for like soccer channels, you can get fucking channels that get over 1,000 concurrent viewers, and they don't do that much better than what we do. Like, there's nothing really different. It's just there are more people that would be there for that sort of piece of content, whereas for footy, it's just not as much in demand. Oh, here we go. My check should. Yeah, well done. Well done. Against the run of flow as well. Because it was starting to threaten a little bit, the margin. Especially if Rioli got that, it would have been 19 points, but my check reduced it to 8. Freo have kicked 3 in a row, but Sydney just kicked back with another one, so it's 28 points in that game. Still, it won't be that good of a game. But he's got good. He needs 4. He could get 4 still. And what was my big call in this game? It was for Dacos to get 40. It won't happen. Tomorrow it was for... Honestly, it really should have a decent chance of happening. For the Suns to be up any quarter but lose. Brisbane v Melbourne. That was Ethan Crouch. He's probably not really made himself as a YouTuber yet. He's more of like a TikToker. He's just very heavily involved in the AFL community, I guess. Crouchy. Oh, very, very good play from the Pies. Criff steaming through the middle of the ground. Finds McStay. And he will line up for another goal for Collingwood to put him within 2 points. Fuck! These are fucking annoying. These annoying notifications. Do you know why? It's because I've got a... If I wasn't resting on anything, it wouldn't actually make that noise. But because it's resting on something, it's making that noise. Pissing me off. And I'm sure it pisses you off as well. McStay kicks it though. I can't really turn notification sounds off, mate. Unless I put it to do not disturb. Then that should stop it. Because I've got it on silent mode, right? So silent mode should be silent because it's resting on a freaking... It's resting on something. It'll just... The vibration will play... You hear the vibration coming off the headphone stand, which is just annoying. 2-point game, says Cheddar Cheese. This is a really good game. Yeah, we should be having a few more people, and I feel like this is deserving of a 100+ viewer stream, but I'll honestly be taking what we're getting so far. Another inside 50. Collingwood get out the middle through Adams. Geez, this could be massive. 3 goals and like very quick success from Collingwood. After they were threatened to be down by as much as 19, they're very close to being in front. Can we guess? We could, but I think at 3 quarter time, I might continue the trend of the retro packs. If you don't know enough, that's alright, but others do. Yeah, Collingwood seem to just be getting a little bit back on top. And they're setting up fairly well behind play, it seems. Hawthorn game would have killed you. Yeah, if you're a Hawthorn fan, you'd be pretty pissed off. But like apart from that, obviously terrible last quarter, you'd be fairly happy with sort of what you got out of your side. It could have been worse. I didn't expect them to play as well as they did. They just sort of choked. Cracking game. Who do I follow in the NBA? I'll answer your question in January if you ask me that again in January, because I'm going to my first NBA game in January, and I'm just going to support the side that I actually want to do this for a few of the other big sports as well. Instead of just picking a side that's big and popular for the sake of it, I want to actually just choose the side that I support at the time of attending the first game. So whoever I go to as their home club in the NBA, I'll support them. Dixon takes the mark inside 50. Great setup play from Rioli to link up the ball movement through the middle of the ground, and Dixon the beneficiary. probably a handy one to get as well, because I think they're just getting a little bit behind in terms of like momentum. Collingwood did seem pretty hot. Dixon, I think he's kicked already goal or two. I'm not too sure. That is it was accuracy. Yeah, you really can't get much better than that in terms of like kicks for goal, and he's got the goal, and it's an 8-point game. You gave Mentor the details for the Photoshop account. I saw that. Yeah, I'm not sure how many devices you want using that goddamn account, because a few people have it now. Henchy has it. He doesn't use it though. G'day, Coast Club. Yeah, I know a few people get. Are the Hornets any good at the moment in the NBA? They're a bit of like a bandwagony side, I feel. Like a lot of people have Hornets just merchandise. It does look good. The colours. Charlotte Hornets do have pretty good colours. Power theme top 6 for me. Power, I don't mind them. I definitely don't mind their song. They would be probably top 6, 7. I like their start. Like one of the best starts of a theme song there is. Haz would agree with me because he did his own rankings in a stream. But yeah, just the. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not sure what. Oh, who the fuck was that? They got pushed into the stands. That was Bobby Hill. A spectator. If you managed to like get a first person perspective of that, like filming that, that would bang in TikTok views or YouTube views or whatever. Oh yeah! Megan Holly! 10 gifted! She returns from the clouds with another 10 gifted. There we go. Appreciate it as always. I do appreciate it. Look at all the new memberships now. I feel like I'm not doing enough though for members. That Prime vlog is like 6 weeks overdue. Mentor kicked Henchy and Lockie out of it. Oh well, they weren't. I didn't even know Lockie was using it. I mean, fair enough. Mentor put it to better use. They've got more motivation than Lockie and Henchy right now. Although I'm not saying Henchy quit, but he doesn't use Photoshop. He does not use Photoshop. AFL Shorts 23, thank you. Well, actually, you should say thank you to Megan. I was going to say thank you for being a member, but thanks for... You've still technically become one, so thank you. But we get a lot of people that beg after we get gifted members. So just, can you refrain from begging? Because you don't get to pick and choose. It's random. The Pies. They reset. Bobby Hill just waits for options. Realise he might just have to go along and hope. Or do that, which is not really the greatest. Not really the greatest option, but could be worse for Collingwood. At least they've got the ball down their end for a throw-in. Veteran member. I don't update them every... No, I only update them monthly. Purely due to the fact that I don't really want to go through it, because it's a bit of a process. I just do it monthly, but maybe I'll do it weekly. I don't know. Maybe Port aren't pretenders after all. Well, no one really was suggesting that they were pretenders, I don't think. Because if they're pretenders, then we only have one real legitimate contender. Okay, if Port are pretenders, can you say that the Lions are pretenders? Sorry, can you say that they're contenders? Can you say, you know what I mean? Like, I never thought they were pretenders this year. But there's a very good chance they might not even make it to a grand final. You do it weekly and it's a drag. Yeah, good problem to have. Part of it's also like, if I know that I've lost a lot of members, I kind of don't want to check. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh well, if I can't see the problem, then it's not there, is it? But no, I know what you mean. Make sure you turn gift. Yeah, well, I think everyone's got it turned on, to be honest with you. Buddy goals, good. He's kicked 3 now, I think, considering he had 1 till halftime, and then he's kicked 2, I think, already this quarter, because people have said in chat that he's kicked a couple. Free kick to the Pies. Who does that go to? Cameron. And now the crowd have just found out. You thought that they were pretenders because they only scraped. Yeah, but even then, they were still winning. Collingwood were only scraping on the line last year. Did you think they were pretenders last year? You might have. But I think their finals campaign, even though they lost a couple of the games, proved that they were pretty good. Do you think that the Power will lose the grand final and win the semi? Oh, probably. Most people probably say the same thing. They probably make the grand final with Port. Sorry, Port with Collingwood, but, you know, at the G, the Pies win. So, 7 points. I don't want them to go in straight sets. You know, one of Brisbane and or Port Adelaide need to at least make it to the grand final because they've had similar issues, but particularly Brisbane. You know, they have been in the top 4 for the last 5 years now. They'll make top 4 again this year. If you make it to the top 4 5 years in a row to not make a grand final, not a single, like in the history books, no one's going to remember the fucking side at all. Everyone will forget that Brisbane were a good side that year. Because even if you at least make it to the grand final, you are remembered in a way because you will be remembered at least as a grand finalist. I remember all the grand finalists for the last 40 years. But it's a very big waste. They are too good at the Gabba. If Brisbane can get a top 2 finish, they probably make it to a grand final. And Port Adelaide don't. I think that home final is very crucial. More crucial to Brisbane than Port. Because you can tell Port Adelaide, I think they can win really anywhere. Honestly, maybe not the MCG against Collingwood, but I think Port Adelaide could actually maybe beat Brisbane at the Gabba, whereas Brisbane, I don't think they could beat Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. The last 2 minutes of the Ash McGrath Miles, yeah, that was I wish I watched that game live. I didn't watch it live, but it would have been really good to watch live. Not if you're a Cats fan. Great tackle from Hill. And another really good tackle. The pressure is very, very good from both sides, but right now, particularly Collingwood. As long as we're not versing the Bulldogs and the Cats, we won't have to worry about the match fix. The Bulldogs, I don't think, should be much of a threat at the Gabba. They did, you know, win 2021, I'll have to say, but they were a better side in 2021. Honestly, that year, Brisbane, I don't think were as good as Bulldogs that year. I know, ultimately, they did go on to make the grand final, the Dogs, and not the Lions, but for all, like, majority of the year, the Dogs were one of the best sides in the comp. They just sort of fucked up in the last month. Brisbane found a way to just sneak in. What will be your reaction if the Saints lose, even though they won't? They could. Like, I genuinely don't think it's beyond a shadow of a doubt. You know, people are saying that there's no chance we'll lose. I know we're playing North, but we're going so badly there is a chance we lose. And also, I did tip North. I might change it. I've not changed a single tip all year, mind you. So if I were to change it, it would be the first time this year. North are terrible, but look, yes, I know that, but they will find a good game somewhere for the rest of the year, and I think it could be against us. We could be the side that North do find their win against, because our form has been shocking. So they'll be like, well, look, I know we've been crap, we're terrible, but we're a chance of maybe getting the Saints, yeah, the vulnerable Saints. But honestly, I don't think it'll happen. You remember when you streamed Crows v Saints? Yeah, those were the days, weren't they? I did enjoy the live reactions more when I streamed my own team. I kind of miss streaming my own team, to be honest with you. Next year, I don't think I'll like voluntarily not go to a game in Melbourne, a Saints game, just to stream it. I think that's a bit silly. You'd definitely be better off going to the games, but yeah, there will be live reactions returning next year for St Kilda games, because especially for shit, there's just no point in travelling to the Gabba. And I've been now to the Gabba before. I will have gone twice now after round 24, so there's no point in going again. Unless I stay with Crouchy. You need time to recover from the last live reaction I did for Brizzy. How many viewers did you get your peak on at the end? Because I remember from my stream, like, it did okay. Then it got really crap in the last quarter, because it was like a dead rubber result, and then it got like high again. They got very high. You've been, yeah, appreciate a life of Ethan a lot. All the people that have been here since the start, they're the true ones, the real ones, and the ones that are, Yeah, what I said before, I guess. Peaked at 110. Yeah, you'll take that for sure. Anything over 100 I'll take on a live reaction. But yeah, the one that got the most was... Well, actually, the one that got the most was last year. The last year's finals reactions did really well because the games were really close. Very good games. Megan Holly has gifted 10 more memberships just like that. And I've missed him. Todd Marshall mark inside 50. Can you believe it? Oh, honestly, I can believe it because it's happened that many times. Yeah, eggs in the stream, guys. So get excited. Well, yeah, get excited. Don't get too excited, though. Todd Marshall. Loki. Loki from Scoops' streams. We love Loki. Or do we? I don't know. I don't know much about Loki, but we get around him. And he's missed. Fuck off. Will, I saw your message before. Will, don't spoil it straight away. Like, wait 3 seconds before you put in chat, because you're a bit ahead. So I'm obviously watching on KO, so I will be behind. As if you're not watching on 7. I'm in my room, Will. I don't have a TV in my room. Obviously, I'd rather watch it on 7. I obviously would, but... I'm not moving all my shit downstairs. Unless I'm with a guest. Yeah, I don't need one in my room. I really don't need a TV in my room. I would like one, but I wouldn't put it to much use. Could only use it for the live reactions. If you think that's bad, mate, I'm not even watching on a monitor. I'm watching on my phone. I haven't even bothered changing it. I'm just like, well, I'm just going to keep it. Tigers Hawks game was so awesome, says Footy. Yeah, if only my team could do something like that. I can't remember the last time we've actually done something sort of similar to what Richmond did in that game. Come from behind and win a close one, or even just win a close one. St Kilda haven't won a close one this year, where it's actually been close. Farrell, was that Farrell? Well, it would have been Footy Lux, the finish. Richmond are always involved in close games, though. And it's always like the fans like, oh, stop giving us heart attacks. I'd rather be watching good quality games, close games, and just boring ones. Because with St Kilda, normally we're on the, the worst, the rough end of the stick, but we're always involved in crap, boring games of footy, and we know it'll be another one tomorrow. Blues' only close win this year was against the Cats. True, Blues haven't been involved in many close ones either, but you'd rather be winning by 50 plus points than what we're doing right now. You didn't enjoy the close finish this Arvo. Yeah, you still won. But that was a crap game anyways. I don't think anything could have saved it unless it was like a kick after siren. That was a bad game. And you guys definitely should not have let that happen. You should have had the game sewn up very early. That could be a deliberate rush behind. It is. Not rush behind, so deliberate out a bit. Dacos has not been himself, I don't think, in this game. So, great big call for me to pick Dacos when he's having a pretty average one. Considering he's a lot better than that normally. Okay, yeah, Port are wasting their chances here. And if there's any side you don't want to be wasting your chances against, it's Collingwood. It is Collingwood because against the Crows, I think Adelaide had like so many shots on goals. And we're up by 3 goals, I think, in the third quarter, and they still lost. So, yeah. Oh, idiot. That is a shit handball. Was that crisp? That was not a very good decision at all because you knew Maynard was going to get caught. Horn France was right on him. So it could be, it really should be 15 points. It really should be 15 points. Horn Francis, take your time and just make it your moment. Honestly, Chunky, I still think even if Port lose, you're not going to steal that top 2 spot over the Lions. Sorry, over the... I don't know why I keep fucking confusing the teams. Over Port Adelaide. 15 points now. That's a massive moment, to be honest with you, in the game. For Port Adelaide and Horn Francis. It's 15 points. Thing is, if this was a 15-point lead to Collingwood, I'd be a lot less confident in the other team coming back. But because it's Port up by 15, there's still heaps of time for Collingwood to do what they do best. Was he tactically subbed? Right, I thought he was injured. I saw him on the bench. I'm like, oh, fuck, he's done something. But no, he's been tactically subbed. That shows how confident, I guess, the Pies are on their ability to sort of just do it without their best players. I think Mitchell's one of their better players. And they've obviously got a really strong depth as well. So I think... I don't know who they brought in instead of Mitchell. Who was their sub? Finally a goal. We need finally a goal. Oh, I mean... Oh, Markov. He's always normally the sub, actually. Not really like for like, though, I wouldn't say. But yeah, I'm semi-surprised Mitchell's gone. They obviously have a plan. There's obviously a reason it happened. There must be a reason they decided to pick Mitchell as the player. Is he Irish? No, he's not. I can get why people would think he's Irish, though. For something, he just does strike as an Irish name. And, you know, Zach Tui's got that massive... I know he doesn't really have a... He used to have, like, a really big mustache. Zach Tui. No, he still does, doesn't he? Honestly, can't remember. 16 points. It's a Russian name. He's from Belarus. Yeah, but he wouldn't have been living in Belarus for that long, though, I wouldn't say. But I didn't know that, actually. I thought he was born in Australia. Oh, these score reviews are so pointless. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds. It really doesn't matter that much. Hate the score review so much. They just take too long to make an answer and a decision. And for these ones as well. The ones where it's like no score or behind. Or no score or mark or whatever. So, it wouldn't have mattered. It's still a point anyways. They're especially useless late into games when it's like 70 points or like just like the results sewn up. We already know who's going to win late into the game, and they're doing these, you know, minute-long score reviews. You know, trying to figure out whether it's a point or a mark. It doesn't matter that much. It's not that serious, I don't think. Did you see Cripps going to Canberra? Is Lockie going with them? Did they say something? I'm not sure if that's true or not. Lockie wouldn't be going with them, though. Because they would have already left by now. He's not going. It'd be a stupid idea. I'm not sure how many Crips would be going, but they're the criminals that just have no life and want to cause trouble. That's why they're called the criminals. They cause trouble. Oh, Markov almost. Another point. Chance after chance for Port Adelaide. I just realised that wasn't counted as a point before. No, I don't think you can get your memberships upgraded, but it's not that big of an issue, to be honest with you. Doesn't matter. What is this kicking? Collingwood is one of probably their worst quarters all year that they played, I'd say. Apart from a 5-minute period where they got, I think, 3 or 4 quick clearances and 2 quick goals, it has been all Port Adelaide. And it's lived in Port Adelaide's forward half. Daycott's has done a few silly things in this game, to be honest with you. He'd have a pretty shit disposal efficiency compared to his average. Here we go. They get one chance inside 50 and Adams really blows it, but that was a hard one. The pressure is impeccable from Port Adelaide. They should go and hold this lead, honestly, till 3/4 time, and they should win the game. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. It'll be a close finish. Yeah, I did go to Carlton v West Coast. I was going to go there for a more genuine reason, but I ended up only going there to watch the game with Will. I watched it with Will, though. That was alright. But if I would have known Richmond Hawthorn's result, yeah, I would have been in that. I would have attended that game in a hurry, for sure. Geez, Rosie very clean with the footy. Maybe not. Didn't call ball. Guess it wasn't really ball, was it? Power Pepper. Burton. Oh, risky kick. Dersma's there. 1-on-1. Noble Dersma. One by no one. You were going to say hi? You could still say hi. Like, people just said g'day randomly at the game. Especially when I was just walking around Marvel. Sometimes it's awkward as well. When I don't really know what they're going to say next. And they're not saying anything. So I just try and strike up a conversation. Another chance blown from the power. Dacos. And another fucking disposal blown from Dacos. Bobby's fast man. Bontlow. No, he's not winning. You know, the thing is, the Bont, I think, will win a Brownlow in his career, but I just think right now, Dacos will need a fairly poor drop-off in form for him to be caught. He could be caught, though. I don't know. I don't know what the lead is right now, but he would be in the lead now. And he's not going to get votes in this game. Surely not. He's been very far off it. And even if he still had, like, the 20-plus touches at this rate into the game, there are much better plays for Port Adelaide in this one so far. Rosie Butters would be probably getting votes right now. Yeah, you can't really be overrated if you're winning the Brownlow, though, Pat Kaz. Now, look, it's not confirmed that he's won it or anything like that, but everyone's saying that it's, you know, if the count was to stop now, that he would be winning it. 24 seconds to go in the third. Port are the only side you would think they can get one more goal here. The conditions are pretty awful at the moment. Players are slipping left, right, centre. Carlton smashed it. They were playing West Coast, so Dylan, so expected big win. I'm not sure if he saw... I'm not sure if you know who Charlie Curnow is, but he kicked 10 goals. How have Port won? Well, they haven't won yet. It's only the third quarter. It's going to be 3/4 time in like a few seconds. I know Collingwood are the best side in the comp, but it's not surprising. I'm not surprised one bit that Port Adelaide are doing this. I think they're a very capable side of going all the way this year, at least to a granny. But you would think if the Power do make it to a granny this year, they'll face the Pies again. Saw me with the Marvel. Yeah, I was with them last night for a bit. I wanted to do something with them at the footy today, but the thing is, I ran out of time after the footy. I had to get back because I was not passing up an opportunity getting a lift. Checkers said he'll get me a 2004 team coach pack so that I can use for that video that I want to do. And I bloody bought a chocolate milk at Woolies as well. I couldn't bloody deliver it to him because I couldn't see him after the game. And if... Oh, Megan Holy, another 10! 10 gifted. That's 30 for the stream. That is extraordinary. It really is. Emma, Thomas, Max, Codebreaker. Why has Codebreaker gotten one? Xavier, Christian, Raleigh, Fanofu, LPVT. Now we've just got a sea of green in chat, and even Mr. Saints fan gets one. Alrighty, guys. Pick a team in chat. Actually, no, don't pick a team in chat. I'll pick a team instead. Alright, let's do more guess the retro plays at 3/4 time. We'll go Sydney for 2008. What Sydney player was on the front cover of the team coach packs in 2008? You might get one, Dylan. If you stick around, you might get one. All the goals. Brett Kirk, it was. We're a bunch of unique individuals. So yeah, that Start Wilds were 1 in 72 this year. So you could buy a box of footy cards in 2008 and honestly just get nothing good. Alright, go St Kilda. Who was on the front cover for the Saints in 2008 team coach? Should be a grandstand finish here. I'm expecting a fast finishing Collingwood side in the last. I'd be surprised if they are flat in this last quarter on the power, run over the top and win by more than 3. I would be a little bit surprised. Yeah, day's been decentish, but a bit of a letdown considering I was expected to do more. Hayes, Rewalt, Gilbert. Okay, good to see people who are guessing plays from this year range. Gwilt. I wouldn't assume Gwilt would be picked. Chunky, this is 2008. Philippou will not be selected. Robert Harvey, Fisher. No one said it yet. One of the better players, I'd say, for the Saints during this period, I'd say. So, yeah. How much is 10 members? I think that's like $60. So, yeah. Decent amount. Jason Graham? No. Not Brendan Goddard. Yep. Nick Dolsano. You didn't spell it right, but I'm not Shannon Humphries. I'll give it to you. I know what you meant. I like the... You know what? Maybe I'm just being nostalgic or whatever, but I think the look of the packs back in like 2008 or like back in the olden days looked a lot better than... Because I know it's good for the environment, the newer packs, but for some reason it just doesn't stick out to me as much. With the paper packs are kind of... I don't like them that much. They're easy to open, I give them that, and they're also better for the environment, but I don't like the look of them nearly as much as the plastic ones. So maybe I'm just one of those people that don't give a crap about the environment as much. Well, yeah, they're less shiny, less glossy, and I just think even the packaging's, like, there was just more to it in 2020. Sorry, in the older years, because you look at the back of the packs as well, and, well, there wasn't really, like, this is, let me find a better example. So, I wish this camera was not so useless when it comes to focusing. You can see that a little bit better. So yeah, you can see the back of that pack, pretty bland. It's honestly just the ratios and that's it. And on the side, there's nothing. On here, you've got like a little bit more to it. You've got like Play New, Quiz Game 2008, AFL Team 2008 Collect Album. I just feel like the packs look better. Personally. Yeah, you did, Christian. I'm pretty sure that was through Megan Holly. Like 2002, this is a pretty weird design of the pack. Look at this. I'm going to have to do this to get the zoom. Do a port player. Alright, I'll do a port player. Let's go 2011. So the most recent pack I've got here from this bunch. Port Adelaide in 2011. Was I alive in 2008? Yes, I was alive in 2008. If I wasn't alive in 2008, you're telling me I'm like 14? Not Kane Corns. Kane Corns was on one of the other previous year's packages though. Bit of it like a quiet achiever, I'd say. He was the captain though for Port Adelaide. I'm not sure at the time, but he was the captain for a stage. Troy Chaplin, Boak, Gray. No, yeah, no, obviously Boak was playing in 2011. Monfries, Jonas, Broadbent, Roden, yeah, you spelt it wrong, Shane, but I'll give it to you. It's Dom Cassisi. Alright, anyways, we'll put these packs aside. Not sure how much overtime will go after the end of the game. Hopefully it's a longish last quarter, because the longer the quarter is, I assume the better quality game we're going to get in the last. And also, the longer we can watch the game for until the Go to HQ stream, which will be at like 10:30. And I want to give them a proper rate of 100. So if it's a grandstand finish, there'll be 100 people in chat. Undoubtedly, there probably will be 200 plus. So don't go anywhere, guys. We've got a big last quarter coming. Yeah, Westhoff, not a bad guess. Westhoff, he, I think, started his career in, I'm not sure what year he debuted in. Maybe 2006? Or was it 2007? Probably 2007, I'm not sure. See, look, straight away, pies off the chain. Oh, I think there's possibly, no. Yeah, 2007. He played in the grand final, I remember that actually. I have a footy card of him. A common one, but still a footy card. I just like the colouring of this pack a lot. It looks cool. It's nostalgic, because I do remember like the newsagents back when I was a kid. I couldn't get as many cards as I could now. Because nowadays, if I want to buy a box of footies, I could. Back then, I couldn't even buy a pack if I wanted to. Couldn't even bribe my parents into buying me a pack. Yeah, kind of egg footy. A little bit. Not sure if Eric Kipwood's going to start growing a beard like Westhoff, though. Side bottom, off one step. Oh, he's got it. Well, there's a way to kickstart the quarter for the Pies. I told you that they keep on coming. I mean, you really can't be surprised, can you? It's been a while since I've used the Collingwood goal graphic because, well, yeah, they didn't really score too much at all since the first quarter. They've kicked 3. They kicked 3 in the second and third combined. And I think in the second, the third, they kicked 2 in like 2 minutes and that was it. So I haven't used that animation that much. Go the Pies. Cricket washed out. Honestly, that's a good thing. Like, rain, don't go away. Come again. Yeah, come again another day, but stay as well. Do you think the Blues will make finals? Well, I knew they were going to win big today. You know, I actually said, I tipped them by 77. They were leading by 77 until the last 5 seconds when West Coast got a late goal. I literally would have got my exact prediction right. Big call, margin, everything. Not Kerno 10 goals prediction, but everything apart from that. Do I think... Yeah, I think Dogs make finals now. Honestly, I think I was a bit too harsh on the Dogs in my squiggle video that I've made. Because, you know, they're not finishing 12th now. That would be freaking remarkable if they did. It could have been only 17, says Fidget. Well, it is 27. It's 27 points, Fidget. You guys have only scored 9 goals for as well, so don't go complaining about your inaccuracy. I wouldn't say that's your issue. I don't know. If you end up winning the game, Jesus. It would be a bit of a day of comebacks, wouldn't it? Actually, it would be, because if Collingwood are going to win this game, come back from behind and win. Obviously, Richmond came back and won. I know Brisbane did still hold on and won, but they were up by 36 and almost lost, so it could have been a Geelong comeback. And I mean, imagine Freo win. They won't, though, surely. Josh Dacos! Josh Dacos! 2 goals in 2 minutes for Collingwood, and all of a sudden, it is just 5 points. Can you believe it? I mean, yes, you can believe it. Far out. They do it all the time. You can just never be safe. as an opposition club against Collingwood. 19 points in the other game as well. So, Fidget, maybe start being a little bit more hopeful because, I don't know. Do you reckon they should add a wild card round? Not yet. Not yet. I know this has been a big topic of discussion the last week, but I don't think it's worth adding with 18 sides. I think it's definitely a good idea if there's like 20 sides or even maybe 19. Not yet, though. Oh, here we go. Another chance. They did this for like a 3-minute period of the third and they just gave up. The Power took control. But now it's all Collingwood. And Porter just... They're just not able to keep their feet, their players. They keep slipping over. I almost thought that he kicked that. That would have been massive. 4 points. This is a huge last 18 minutes. Port Adelaide have been in front for 71 minutes. Collingwood just to 22. Sydney kick a goal. Okay, that should secure it. I need a buddy count as well. I need to know how many he's kicked because he needs to kick 4. If he kicks 4, next goal is pretty important. Because if Port can kick it, they'll just steady the ship a little bit. But if Collingwood kick it, it could blow out. I could see it threatening to blow out even more if Port Adelaide aren't careful. But I think they will be. They're not going to let this one slip. They're not. Oh, it's out in the full. Very unlucky from Jeremy Howe. Good stuff. That's Finlayson. Scoops is right. Well, yeah. Best round of footy. Couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Best round of footy last year would have been that round when there were so many close games. Oh, he's going to sort of rush that kick there, Finlayson. Had a bit more time. That round last year when I was in Perth when I watched West Coast play St Kilda when we won, but not very well. There were like 70 thrillers that round. Free v Richmond. Collingwood v Essendon, kick out for Siren. Bulldogs v Melbourne. Jamara's breakout game. Port v Geelong was a good game as well. Even Brisbane v Suns. This is a seriously hot contest at the moment. I do get what they mean, though, when they say this feels like a final. Because it does sort of feel like a final, like atmosphere, intensity. But you can't say that when I've seen West Coast play on the same day. And how shite they are. Keep on hitting that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already. We've gained a decent amount, to be honest with you, considering you don't get as many on the live reactions anymore. So I'll take, what, 40-ish? Finlayson, another chance, and he blows it. He blows it. Blowing 2 chances there from Finlayson early in this last. Critical ones. And the Power now on a Huntsman. No, sorry, an OG Bomber. A 9-11. That was also round 19s as well. There you go. I kind of did know that. But I just didn't say it. Another chance for Finlayson. This is for 3 shots in 3 minutes. Probably less than that. Pow Pepper kicked the first of the game. He's got to beat Howe and he's got to beat Murphy. Good stuff from the Pies though. They weren't going to allow the... Oh no. I want a Nick Dacos stat counter because I know he hasn't got anyone near 40, but I just want to know how many he's got. He's still probably near the 30 mount because he still had a fair bit of the ball. He's just not really using it as efficiently. Schultz goal. Another chance. Willie Riol this time. Go back. Take your kick. Don't waste the time. Don't waste this bit of momentum now that the Power have. Because obviously Collingwood started off the blocks early, but Port Adelaide have had a few now chances that they don't want to just completely throw away. Willie Rioli. Not junior anymore. And he's got it. So that's massive. The celebration on top of that. And the Power lead it by 2 goals now. It's pretty handy. A pretty handy buffer. 71 plays 59. Just punched Murphy in the... I'm not going to fucking fall for that there, Will. just punched Murphy in the face. Yeah, I'm sure Willie Rioli punched Murphy in the face for no reason. I'm not going to even... Willie Rioli cow hit Murphy. Did he? Where? No, he didn't. I haven't showed the replay. I'm not an idiot. Unless it did happen, and I am an idiot for thinking that, but I just feel like you're trying to make me believe something. I'm not going to fall for something as gullible as that. Go back on the replay. No, they'd be talking about it. If he really did coward punch Nathan Murphy like that for no reason after kicking a goal, there's not a chance in the world the commentators wouldn't at least mention it again. They show the replay when he was lining up. Well, I'll have to look at it after the game if that happened. Right now, that's not my main interest. Quaino, good work. McCreary, Burton, out of bounds. They didn't show it, Josh. Oh, they did. Okay, you're right. That did actually happen. I thought you guys were on it. No, I genuinely thought you guys were just trolling because you guys are known for doing that. I thought you guys were just trolling, and I'm like, okay, fair enough. But no, you're right. It did happen. Well, that's surprising. They weren't talking about it earlier. I guess because of the quality of the game, they haven't really got the time to cover that. But if this was a shit game, they'd probably be talking about it a bit more. McStay, Pendlebury, blind handball. Dacos, high tackle. You've got to give it to him. And he hasn't kicked a goal yet, so he can stand up in a big occasion. Think you made a mistake, isn't it? 71-65. No? What do you mean? Isn't it 71-65? Yeah, that's pretty bad. You've got to be looked in to with that one. That has to be a few weeks because that did look actually pretty careless and there was no need for it, I don't think. So if they're giving away weeks for Sicily for literally nothing, they've got to give away more to Rioli. But we'll talk about that a little bit more later on. Right now we've got this to worry about, and Dacos makes no mistakes. He's one of the better set shots for goal in the comp. He's clutch. Doesn't fuck up in the big moments. No, I have been rinsing Dacos a little bit during this game, but he could still be the game winner in this one, like the point of difference in this game, possibly. Speaking of point of difference, I said that Sydney's Lance Frank would be in the other game, so just please kick another one. Yeah, it is Thomas Footy, and it doesn't come to much surprise at all that it has gone to this position this game. Still 12-17 to go. How much did Hammer get? Did he get 4 or 3 or 4? I can't remember exactly how many he got. I know he got around that ballpark. 128 people in the chat. Jeez, we've got a few people now, and for right reason, because we've got a grandstand finish with 12 minutes to go. This is, well, the biggest game of the year in terms of the hype that we've seen for it. Like, everyone has been talking about this game being one of the best games possibly of the year, and it so far probably lived to the hype. If it can continue, it would probably be game of the year, I should say, not the round, not just the round, I should say. What about a draw? It could be a draw. I think Lysette might be out, actually. It wouldn't have been a tactical sub, because if you're going to make a tactical sub, you're not going to get rid of your ruckman, are you? Goal versus Michaela. Honestly, Michaela, I don't care. I can look at the scores on the left of my screen. I'd be pissed off, though, if it was to be like a massive comeback from Free and they ended up winning it or made it really close, because I want to watch this game and not want to worry about any other close games at the same time. Because, you know, that's the risk you've got with 2 games on at the same time, for 2 thrillers to be on at the same time. You don't really want that. Because then you can't really... Oh, here we go. Unless you got chaos split screen. Here we go, McCreary. He is a player that's known for being clutch as well. All of Collingwood's list are. McCreary, that's a good kick. A centralised ball, and he finds Bobby Hill. From 30 out. Very, very good play from Bo McCreary. He's one of the more underrated... A lot of the players on Collingwood's list, to be honest with you, deserve more recognition for their acts. There's a reason why Collingwood are where they are right now. Plays like that. Last set... Yeah, I know last set's off, but... Not sure why. And it wouldn't be tactical like the Mitchell one. That certainly couldn't be the case. Alright, chat says it scores a level, so I assume he kicks it. I'm a bit behind, unfortunately. And he has kicked it. So the Pies get one back. I think that could be 2 in a row. Actually, no, Rioli got the last one before. But that's 3 of the last 4. And scores a level. Goodness gracious me. Look, I'd have to say right now the Pies would be in the box seat to win it from here. Just because of sort of what they're known for. Port fans should use their the home ground advantage to their favour. They should really take advantage of all their home supporters at this game. You know, get them over the line with the crowd. A 19th man. 71 apiece here. Okay, train diction. If you keep on saying that, I'll just time you out, because it's kind of annoying, honestly. This makes me feel better about almost choking to Geelong. Well, comebacks galore in this round. I mean, Freo aren't going to win, but a mini... I guess you could say it's a mini comeback. It's raining. It is raining. It's not just raining. It's kind of heavy. And it is a little bit hard to tell if it's actually raining or not, you know, whilst watching on TV. You can tell with the surface, right, the slippery conditions, but I didn't know if it was like raining previously, if it's still raining. But yeah, obviously pretty heavy rain at the moment. You can tell through the that angle that was shown. It's always raining at the night at the Adelaide Oval. Like this, I can recall quite a few Port Adelaide night games where it's been raining. You know, the Dogs game, that was a great game to be a part of, gather around. Melbourne game, which was another good game. Probably one of the games of the round, but of the year. I keep saying round, year, but this would top that at this current of time. Surprisingly, only 37 inside 50s recorded as well. So 15 plus the Power are at inside 50s. And I think in a lot of the stats, the Power probably would be winning. Oh, slippery ball, slippery ball. You have to just give him benefit of the doubt with the conditions. You got to play conditions, a big part of this, part of making those decisions, that's for sure. 1 point lead to the Pies, so they're in front for the first time in quite a bit, to be honest with you. Pies led it by a point. They weren't in front at all in the second half until now. They do, Will. 9:22 to go, 124 in chat. 160 people have liked this stream. But we can get to 200, I reckon. But more importantly, Port Adelaide could get the lead if they can share the ball well enough. They will find a target, and this is Francis Evans. Now, he has kicked one in this game already. He looks to give it off to Finlayson, and he makes no mistakes. He's got it. They've got a Visit Mildura sign at the Adelaide Oval for some reason. They also had that, I think, in the game at freaking the Gabba. Why bother? No one wants to visit Mildura. No one wants to visit Mildura right now. Unless you're visiting Nick. 5 points the Power lead by. This is a cracking contest here. Jesus. Yeah, Bitter picked a good game to attend, that's for sure. Mildura is so rubbish. There's nothing to do there. There's nothing in Mildura that stands out from any other city in Australia or town. Like, literally there's nothing. The Mildura show is just like any other rural showground in the country. You know, what else did we do when we were in Mildura? Went to the arcade. You could do that anywhere else. You can go bowling anywhere else. It's all run down. Oh, Megan Holly gives 10 more memberships with 8:44 to go in a classic. Jesus, you didn't have to do this now. Wait for it. Honestly, just wait for a shit game to do it. So I can get more excited when there's nothing to be excited about. Tom Green from the Giants gets one. Riser. What the hell? Riser gets one. It obviously is at random. And it has nothing to do with people being in the chat. Because he's not been in chat all stream. So he's gotten a very useless membership. That's a very useless member. But that's alright. 5 points to go. Did I just say that? I meant 5 points to power up by. 8 minutes to go. Who gets up from here though? I'd say odds would be very level. Like, do you slightly benefit the Pies still, just with sort of what they're capable of, or Port Adelaide? Because they have been the better team, I'd say, Port. They really have. How do you make your name tag green? Oh, you got to be a member, so up to you. There's a... Oh, Dacos, brilliant. Give it to his brother. Oh, that's a good take in the wet from Aaliyah. See, the thing is, it's going to be difficult now to take these marks. You've sort of just got to, like, switch up the play style in these last 8 minutes to suit to these conditions. So just get the ball long and knock it forward. Want Port to win so badly, says Will. I don't care that much, but I do want Port to win. But I'm not like egg footy, chunky footy, all the Ethan, all Brisbane fans that would be heavily cheering on the Pies. Because they obviously want that top 2 spot. So honestly, the only team that would give a crap would be Brisbane. All other teams, it wouldn't make much of a difference. My check. There's a 2-on-1 here for the Pies if they're good enough. Farrell, now that is a bit of a... Oh, a bit of an interesting one there. Have they paid it? I guess so. I guess he sort of panicked under pressure. There wasn't really a lot else he could have done, but maybe just not go straight to the line. They did pay deliberate. I think it would have, yeah, it would have been better if he just went through for a point, possibly. Elliott normally doesn't miss it from here, and he hasn't. And the Pies hit the lead again. That is an 8th lead change as well. Where's Bitter in the crowd? Pies lead by 1 again. I'm not UCAT. 9, sorry. Mate, I was only listening to what the commentators were saying. Got it wrong. Game, yeah, it has to be game. You know, not normally do games like these live up to expectations. You remember St Kilda v Geelong in 2009? Well, that was one that was massively overhyped, but it wasn't because it was a really freaking good game. This is about as close as you're going to get to that in terms of hype and just... Because, you know, top 2 clash... Yeah, you get so many top 2 clashes that just turn out to be kind of shit. One team just wins pretty comfortably. Normally the home team. But yeah, this one certainly been a lot better than the most of these sort of clashes. The Pies, whilst they've been in front a couple times this quarter, biggest lead I think only just the 1 point. Any members want to put in their emojis to the sides I think are going to win? Port and Collingwood. I don't see this being as one of those games where there'll be a goal off the sign, but I could see it being one of those games where there's a clutch play kicking one in the dying seconds through a set shot. Maybe like a Dacos or a Butters Dixon. Oh, you want to be careful there, Evans. Very, very careful, my friend. Yeah, I don't know how you got one there, Codebreaker. 2 1-point wins in one day, maybe. Holding. Out of bounds. 6 minutes. 37 to go. 150 in chat. No, I won't be streaming any footy tomorrow there, safer, because the footy's on for St Kilda. So I'm not missing out on that. Yeah, good game, Goat HQ. Good for your raid. I said before, if we get a close finish, it'd be good for your raid, and we've got a close finish so far. Put Adelaide. Go into attack. 2 on 2. Pow Pepper streaming in. Should finish. Pow Pepper gets it. A 10th lead change. A 10th lead change here at the Adelaide Oval. And it's the Power that get one back through Pow Pepper. What a contest we've got here. Jesus Christ. What a game. What a player Sandpepper can be at these sort of clutch moments. He's done it a few times this game already. I think he's kicked a few goals. I need stats with me if I had stats, but I'm using my phone to watch the game. 83 to 78 in the top 2 clash. 6 minutes 19 to go. Collingwood haven't lost at the Adelaide Oval all year. They've only lost 2 games this season. One by 6 points. I think 6 points to the D's. And the other game was to Brisbane at the Gabba. They're the back foot here, the Pies. And what can the Power do? They do get the first clearance and they chip it short. And they might just go slow a little bit. 4 points. Oh, yeah, 4 points, yeah. For some reason, I've always had it at 6 points in my head. But I was at the game, so I don't know why. Yeah, it was 4 points. It was under a goal. That's all that matters, really. A game they lost by under a goal, which isn't often. They normally get them done in the close ones. This is going to be a close one, so whether they get it done or not, I'm not sure. I tipped the Power by 6 in this game, so I have got the Power scarf on, but realistically, I don't care that much who wins. I do support St Kilda. I'm not sure how many people here are new, but if you're new, subscribe. But I do support the Saints, which you would not see a game this good against St Kilda at all, where St Kilda are involved. Rioli gets a good mark. Now, if this was an away game, you get a lot of boos, especially at the MCG with the Collingwood fans, because that was actually really dirty, and I thought you guys were all trolling in the chat. 5 minutes just about. I am slightly behind, so look, if there is a big play, I might not look at the chat just because I don't want it to be spoiled. One more goal here. I'm not going to say seals it. No way I can say that, but it'll make it a lot more difficult for Collingwood. But they're capable at any given stage, no matter where they are on the scoreboard. Stress versus Footy Star. I don't think it'll be a draw. I think this game deserves a winner. But then again, if it was a draw, it's fair enough. It's not like any side didn't deserve to win it. If Colin had kicked one more goal... I know, and it's not just that. It was West Coast that kicked a late one with like a few seconds to go. Literally marked it on the siren. Like millimeters after that, it wouldn't have been paid a mark. So I don't care that much. I'm a little bit pissed off. Shit. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm stressing because I know I've got a backup camera battery. Let me plug it in quickly. Don't leave. As if the bloody does that. Please, that battery. Okay. Make sure you charge both your cameras, guys, because otherwise you could get moments like that. What really stressed me out. 4 minutes ago, and then that happens, I would have been really pissed off. I was like frantically looking for my camera bag to see where I put my spare camera battery. Here we go. My check. What's he going to do? He's normally a smart user with a footy. He is in this instance. And Pendlebury kicks it long down inside 50. And Elliott takes the mark. I think they will give it to him. Port fans aren't happy. They have the best view from where they are right there. But we'll have to have a look at the replay again. 3:37 to go. You probably give it to him, I think. He didn't really juggle that. I don't know. It's a line ball. Maybe it wasn't a mark, but whatever. He's not... Well, actually, you say he's not going to kick this. Elliott freaking always does good. Oh, my goodness! He's got it! How are they so clutch? How are they so clutch, the Pies? It doesn't make sense. It's all jealousy now for myself. Far out. Every single instance, they just nail the impossible ones, and it's Elliott again. And the Pies back in front by 1 point. You would think there wouldn't be many more goals left in this one. Maybe next goal wins almost. With 3:13 to go and 2:13 in chat. This is crazy stuff. Jesus Christ. Like, to mark it in that situation and then to just back yourself in. Well, I think, to be honest with you, I don't blame him for not backing himself in. He always finds a way to just nail those big goals. Big goals. Hearts thumping. How long to go? There's 3 minutes 13, so there is still enough time for Port Adelaide. Quite a bit of time, and it's only 1 point as well. Come on, Port. Could Elliott be the most clutch player in the competition? I mean, Carlton round 23. Essendon round 19. This game. Sure, there are other games as well. 3 minutes to go in Collingwood's 50. Collingwood in the box here right now. Has to be, surely. If there's like a clutch plays here, mate, you could see McDonald pulling one of them out of his so the next couple of days possibly, and I'm pretty sure he'd be up there in the S tier. Drop the ball! Drop the ball! He dropped the bloody ball there. Am I the only one that didn't see that? He didn't make any effort, he just dropped it. You're from Italy? Oh, you're in Italy, jeez. Robbie Gray, well, if he was still playing currently, he'd probably be ahead of Elliott, I'd say, clutch-wise. Because, I mean, think of so many times Robbie Gray has kicked a big-time goal after the siren against St Kilda. Don't remind me of that one, because that was a shocking game. Shocking finish. Yeah, that is true. Every single time the Pies have gotten one, the Power have responded through the corridor because they're just finding random marks. Inside 50. Who's there? Not a very good kick from the side bottom. It's my check. Oh, and it's an Alir fist through the point post. It's going to probably not be a draw now with a 2-point margin unless Port kick 2 more points here, but I don't think it can be a draw now. Oh, this is going to be a real test of Port's character. I said them to win it. They haven't lost a close one, Port Adelaide, this year. And Collingwood have only lost the one. And Collingwood haven't lost a single game at the Adelaide Oval this year. All of their games have been by under a goal as well. So, I mean, it's something about Collingwood and the Adelaide Oval that they always get close freaking games. Even last year. Even bloody last year was a close one between them and Adelaide. Here we go. Port Adelaide, Rosie. Now, that's just sort of going to go nowhere. No, it will stay in play. We got a JJ Masters dono, and it's going to go out of bounds with 1:40 to go in the clock. 1:40 on the clock. 99 cents. Appreciate it, mate. This is as big as it gets when it comes to live reactions during the home and away season. It really doesn't get much bigger than this. It cannot get much bigger than this. First v second. It's been just neck and neck all game. Port got to the advantage in the third, but you always had a sense that the Pies would fight back in the last, and they have. And they're in front by 2 with very little to go in the game. Francis finds a mark. No, he can't. Well done, side bottom. I thought that was certainly taken, but no, it isn't. Smart, actually. Maybe not actually. Crisp. Adams. Oh, look at this. Collingwood are just going to waste a bit of time off the clock now. 1 minute now to go. Come on, Port. What can Port Adelaide do in the next 50 seconds? If they do find a way, this would be remarkable. It would be absolutely remarkable. Here we go. Probably last chance, I'd say, for Port. Can't really make too many more mistakes now. In the middle of the ground, 36 seconds on the clock, and it's held up in the middle. A ball up with 36 to go. I'm not going to read the chat because I know I'm a little bit behind, and I'm not letting the chat spoil my finish because I've watched the whole game here, and I've been on the edge of my seat. I'm literally on the edge of my seat. Butters. Cameron. If they win this, it'll be a kick after the sign, Port Adelaide, I reckon. 22 seconds. And the thing is, with how this game's sort of been played out, I could see it possibly happening. Maybe. They've had quite a few marks inside 50, Port Adelaide. They've used the ball quite well. Oh, that's holding the ball, umpire. Don't pay a free kick, umpire. 10, 9, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Fucking stop the clock. Last chance. Oh, this would be very, very, very difficult from here. 6 seconds. They do have it down their end, though, so I'm not sure. That'll be it. That'll be it. Collingwood winning by 2. Oh, they keep on doing it. I tip Port by 6 as well. Oh, what a game, though. I tell you what, that's probably the game of the year. I can't really think of many better. Because it was just good throughout the entirety of the game. There wasn't a dull moment, really. And the Pies win it by 2 points. My goodness. That has to be game of the round. Game of the year. I keep saying game of the round. Obviously, it's game of the round. Well, it would have to compete with Richmond v Hawthorn. In fact, honestly, that would be up there with... Because, no, but this is better. The quality of the game. Far out. Where is Goat HQ? Because you are going to get a biggest raid, to be honest with you. Richmond Hawthorn was better. Well, I didn't watch it, but I'm still going to say this game was better, to be honest with you. It was you know, you got to think about the teams as well. First v second. So, because of the fact that it was first v second, you probably have to consider that. And it does make it more interesting for the top 2 as well. Because think about it now, Brisbane, they're only 4 points behind the Power. And I think Adelaide can beat them next week as well. I'm going to tip Adelaide. Because they're still pretty good at the Adelaide Oval. 6 from 6. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not 6 for 6. Quite a few people would be. There haven't really been many upsets this round, has there? I mean, I think Friday night, quite a few people picked up Essendon. And a couple of 50-50 ones, I'd say, probably tonight as well. More so this one. But yeah, Jesus. That lived up to the hype, that's for sure. 2 points, especially considering it finished in a margin under 6 points. It wouldn't have... I don't think it would have been as deserving, right, if it ended up being like a more than a 6 point margin. Shannon, no one cares, mate. Yeah, we will raid. Yeah, I said I would raid Goat HQ for sure. Because that could almost be the better stream. I mean, this is a pretty good one, I feel like, but the next one could be almost the better one. When will you stream another Port game? Every non-Victorian final I'll stream. Just going to throw that out there. Every non-Victorian final this year I will stream. And then the Victorian finals, I'll probably try and go to as many as I can, but I might not go to all. But certainly next Port game, geez, I'd like to stream the showdown, but I'm not sure if I'll be I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. If I can, I'll stream the showdown because that looks like it's going to be the best of the bunch. Not sure yet. Chunky Footy says, Willie deserved that. Pie's probably winning the flag. Not going to lie, can't see them losing. It's a sports nut. Yeah, well, when they're doing like what they've been doing all year, especially against Port, where I thought Port probably deserved to win, it's hard to see them losing. Especially at the MCG. That was at the Adelaide Oval. They've won 3 games, 1 to 10 points combined. I think the combined winning margin from Collingwood at the Adelaide Oval, 9 points. So there you go. Testament to their ability to win games wherever. Worst case scenario for Collingwood, which it won't happen, but if they somehow manage to play Brisbane in a prelim final, they would have to lose first week, right? And Brisbane would have to make it to a home prelim. So I guess that would be... Because I think, Collingwood would rather play Port in a away final if that happened. So they wouldn't want that to be the case at all. Did we beat the Saints by 6? Yeah, you did. And I don't get how you only won that by 6. Because if we played you right now, it would be a lot more than just 6 points. Let me tell you that. But that was a good game, to be fair. But after the game, obviously the Freo Sydney game, Freo's chances of finals are done. We all knew they were sort of done from the start. Sydney's still a slight chance. Sydney have a better chance than Gold Coast, I'd say, to be honest with you. But now it's just time for us to raid the big Goat HQ live stream, which I'm hoping you can go live at any minute because I kind of don't want to waste these viewers. So just to stick with me because we're going to... we'll explain exactly what's going on. How many people has he got waiting? He's got 7 waiting. Don't do a countdown. Do not do a countdown. Otherwise, people will just leave straight away. As soon as he starts, we're going to rate him. So, till then, stay on the stream. Just discuss about the game, whatever you want, about the round, about, I don't know, anything. Do you reckon we should rest players now? Well, you could probably afford to rest players now for finals, considering you realistically have a 3-game gap ahead of Port Adelaide. Port, because percentage-wise, even if you drop 2 games and they make up for it, it shouldn't matter. Like you'll probably finish. I can't see you winning more than. I can't see you losing more than 1 more game for the rest of the year. You could either lose to. I think I'm probably going to either go Geelong or Brisbane. You're not losing the Hawthorn. You most likely won't lose to Carlton, but that could happen. You never know with the rivalry and all that. That'll be a good game. I can guarantee you that'll be a good game. And then you've got Essendon last round. And I could maybe see an upset, but it's going to be difficult. God, HQ is... Yeah, he's doing a preview, though. Alright, let's all rate. Let's spam Goat HQ's stream on the chat. I will be on the stream, guys. So we could be getting myself a girlfriend on Goat HQ's live stream, guys. So I think it's a stream that you guys don't want to miss out on. Definitely tune in. It's going to be big. Because Collingwood at Marvel... Didn't mean to click that. Be big. Let me just put the link in. Well, I'll hop on the stream, yeah. The goal is to get everyone, maybe not a girlfriend, but at least get everyone a girl snap. So I'll hop on, I'll see what happens. It'll be funny. It's been heavily hyped. It's been hyped as much as the footy, this game, Port v Collingwood. So definitely, everyone join the stream we're linking in, guys. We want to get at least 50, 60 plus, maybe even more. I will see you guys next time. If I can tomorrow, I could stream, but I won't be streaming the footy. I want to get to 29.3k by the end of the week, so by tomorrow. So we'll see if we can get that. But till then, join Goat HQ's live stream. It'll be a big one, hopefully. And till then, cheers, everyone. Click the link.